how could he have the same glory with the Father before anything was created, including angels?
I already granted you that John portrays Jesus as a divine figure who pre-existed before creation. Already granted.
So
John
what does that
100%.
make Jesus if he pre-existed before anything was created? Does that make him God or no?
I already granted that John believes that Jesus is a God. He's a divine figure, but he's not a
Exactly.
God.
So what is the argument, bro? What is the argument? You seem to
Let
be a
me tell
nice
you what is
guy.
the
You
argument.
are
Let
you
me
are
tell you
close.
exactly what is my argument. My argument is that the Gospel of John, the theology of John, the theology of the author or the authors of John is not your theology. The theology of John, you believe that the Father is God, the Holy Spirit is God, the Son is God, equally God. They're distinct persons, but they're fully God as the just all of them are fully God as the other. John does not believe that. John does not believe that Jesus is as fully God as the
Guys,
Father.
help me
He does
bring
not
people
believe
up.
that.
Oh, my network is bad. I can't bring people up. Can you help me bring people up? I don't know what's wrong with my Wi-Fi.
Uh,
All
the
right.
Hey,
I'll do
so
that. No
bro,
problem.
I
I
hear
get the
you very
problem. I
well.
get the
I hear you
problem.
pretty.
Yeah, I know you hear me, but I don't know why. Maybe it's TikTok. Maybe it's not. Guys, please tap on your screen. Maybe it's because we are not tapping. Let's tap on our screen now. Guy, I get the problem you have now. The problem you
Mhm,
have is not about the nature of Christ. The problem
mhm,
you have is about maybe some of the verses that you see that John says that, oh, the Father give the Son authority. The Father is the one that have sent me. I am going to my Father and your Father. Verses like that
mhm.
that shows that actually Jesus Christ have like authority over him. That's why you believe that Jesus Christ is not the all-powerful God, that is a God that is above Jesus. But no, what makes Jesus God is not about the role that he play alone. It's about the nature. What makes me human being is not my role in the office. I want you to get this thing, bro. You are closer to the cross. For believing that the Bible says Jesus is God is showing us that you are close to the cross. The only thing you need
Yeah.
is now need to
Let me be
hold the
very
cross.
honest with you.
Yeah.
Uh, when I read the Gospels, not just the Gospels, literally any other document, I try to read it in its own historical context. Example, when I see a Muslim, for example, saying that he would say, "No, John does not believe that Jesus is divine," I'm gonna say you're wrong. He's simply wrong. John does believe that Jesus is divine. The reason why, because it's obvious, it is scholarly consensus. The context makes it very, 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 very clear. But we need, when I read the Gospels, I'm trying to read what the author is trying to say, not what you want the author, not what you want the author to say, or what, or not, what not, or I'm not reading the Trinity into the text. I'm reading what the text is saying itself. The
Yeah.
Christians, what they do, I noticed that a lot. Christians, they read the Trinity into the text.
Okay.
They
So
presuppose that the gospel authors are Trinitarians to begin with, which is not true. You need to read the text as it is. You need to read the text from the lens of the
Please.
authors, not from the lens of the later Trinitarian tradition. And when you read it that way, it's very clear. It's extremely clear that John believes that Jesus is divine. He's a God, but he's not quite the God. It's so clear. It's very, very clear to me. I don't.
Please,
It's so
where does
clear.
it say Jesus is a God? Where does it
I
say
told you
Jesus is
that
a God?
John 1
Wait,
1, John 1, and not only John, even the
John 1
end
1
of the
doesn't say
Gospel of
that.
John,
Listen,
I
it
think,
even
guys, I don't want us
okay,
to
please,
B,
go
can
back
I?
to
could
what
you read the prologue?
we have
Read the
read.
prologue. Read
Now,
the
the
end of the
problem
Gospel
Yeah,
of
this
John.
guy have,
the
Amma,
the
the
grammar
problem
doesn't
you
say a
have,
God.
the problem you have, I've said it earlier, is that you are reading some verses in the Bible that shows that Jesus Christ submitted to a God, he submitted to the Father, and because he submitted to the Father, you are believing that definitely the Father is higher than him. But this
Absolutely.
is not our argument.
No,
Our
hold,
argument is that
hold.
we know that while
Is
Jesus Christ was on earth, the Father gives him instruction.
Okay,
The
I'd
father,
like to ask a question.
yeah, hold on. Let me just land. The father give him instruction. The father tell him what to do, but that does not change his divinity. What makes people human is not the role that they play in the office. What makes me human being is my nature. Is the nature that I carry. Exactly what makes Jesus God. What makes Jesus God is the nature that he carries, not the role that he plays. Please get that. Yes, we see the father giving him instruction. We see the father giving him authority. We see him returning to the father. We see him saying, "My father has sent me." Yes, but that
Yeah,
does not change his nature. Yeah, and kingly priest, go on.
Yeah. So, Ama, does John believe that Jesus is created?
He said it
I
earlier
think
that no. You said
Yeah.
it that no, that Jesus has been
I
pre-existing.
think that John believes that Jesus pre-existed with the Father
Yeah,
or
but does he
within
believe
the
that
Father.
he's created?
No, I don't believe he believes that Jesus was created.
Okay. So now let me ask you this question. Does he also believe that Jesus has the same nature as the Father?
No, I disagree with that.
Okay. Is John monotheistic?
Please.
Is John
So,
what?
brother, just wait. The book of John, is it a monotheistic scripture?
Nice one.
No, I would say it's a binitarian.
Yeah, but is it monotheistic? Do you know what it means, like being monotheistic?
Yeah. No, I don't think that John I think Mark, Matthew, and Luke
Wait,
are monotheists for sure, but
okay, so
John, no.
wait. Does the book of John teach polytheism or monotheism?
It teaches binitarianism.
Yeah, that is a form of monotheism. Are you aware of that, please?
It's not as easy as that.
Yeah, so it's you
It's
can do
really
your
not as
research.
easy as that. I know what you're referring to,
Wait,
but
just
it's
wait, just
really
wait.
not as easy as that. Go ahead, go
Just
ahead,
wait,
go
just
ahead.
wait. There are two options. It's either it's monotheism that is preached in the book of John, or it's
Mhm.
polytheism that is preached. So we see it. So I agree with you. You could say that it's a binitarian concept, which basically is still a type of monotheism. Now, this is the issue that I want you to think about is this.
Go ahead.
If John is a monotheistic scripture, and John
Mhm,
also explains that there are two persons that are uncreated, there
mhm.
is no other way to explain two persons being uncreated and it still being monotheistic than a type of complex unity, which is the Trinity. The only difference is that you haven't included the Holy Spirit. That's all. So you are
Yeah,
very
that's
close
not a
to
problem.
the truth. Um, my point is
No,
this.
no,
Just think about this. Think about this. If you say Jesus is uncreated, then you have two uncreated persons, the Father and the Son. Now, if John is a monotheistic scripture, the only way to understand how you can have two persons that are uncreated and the book of John being monotheistic is a form of complex unity. The only difference between me and you is that I also believe that the Holy Spirit is part of this complex unity. Do you understand?
that's my belief. My personal belief is not the same as John's belief.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
arguing.
sorry. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry. I think I
Hmm,
assumed that that was your belief. So, according to the book of John, we can agree John
exactly.
teaches a complex unity, which is the basis of the Trinity, the monotheism of the
That's a good
Trinity.
word. That's a
Yeah,
very what you just said is it's a very nice sentence. A complex unity. That's very nice. That's the
yeah, and
it's a nice way to put it.
yeah, and the issue is this, and I want you to think about this is this is consistent with previous Jewish understanding of God. Are you
Here
aware
I
of the
disagree, but go ahead.
Targums? Are you aware of the Targums?
Exactly.
The what? I'm sorry.
The Targums, Targum, the Targums, the Arabic Targums.
The translation.
Yes, the Aramaic translations of the Old Testament. They are
It was put well, like
paraphrases
in the
of the,
fourth century, I think.
yeah, in the second century, second
Ah,
temple
okay,
period,
in the second
second temple
century.
period. Yeah, so there's a concept called the Memra. The Memra, according to the Targum, functions as a distinct person from Yahweh,
Hmm.
and the Memra receives worship. The Memra
The
makes
Melach
covenants with God.
Elohim.
Memra. Yeah, Memra. It's the Memra.
Are you talking about
Memra.
the angel of the Lord?
I'm not talking about the angel of the Lord yet. I'm talking about the memra, the word. The
Mm-hmm.
memra means the word of Yahweh. So the word of Yahweh receives the glory that Yahweh has. It has the same glory. You understand? So what I'm trying to tell you is this: the only way to understand the God of Israel is through a complex unity, and this is something that the Second Temple Jews understood. And that's why they had the concept of the memra being a distinct entity from Yahweh. So John is in line with that understanding. That's what I'm trying to say. So you are right in the sense that you might say it's a binitarian concept, but we can clearly see that there's a complex unity. And by progressive revelation, as we read through John 14, John 16, the book of Acts, where Peter refers to the Holy Spirit as God, when he says, "Why would you lie against the Holy Spirit? Why would you lie against God?" We see that there is a clear understanding of the Trinitarian framework, which is the complex unity that we are talking about. Do you understand, please?
Yeah, I got your point. I got your point.
Okay. So
It
I'd like
doesn't
you.
mean that I agree, but I got your point.
No, it's fine. See, bro, you have a choice to accept or not. But I'm trying to tell you something. I want you to think about this. The
Mhm.
only way to understand the God of Israel is through a complex unity. There's no other way. There is no other way. And the Trinity is the only interpretation that does justice to the Old Testament. Without the Trinity, you'll be confused with the Old Testament. I would encourage you to read a couple of verses. When you have time, read Exodus 24 from verse 5 to 10. You'll see that the God of Israel comes physically on the mountain, and the children of Israel see him, but they survive. And in Exodus 33, the God of Israel comes down to meet Moses. Moses was able to see his back, but could not see his face. But yet, the Old Testament says you cannot see God and live. And it also says nobody has seen God before in the New Testament and Old Testament. So the question is, who was that entity that is considered to be God that was seen? Without the
Yeah,
Trinity, you will have.
I've
Let me
heard
just
this
finish.
before.
Later, let
I
me just
can
finish this.
simply argue. I can simply argue that it's manifest. Example,
He's an agent, right?
the burning bush, for example, I could simply argue that it is a
An
manifestation,
agent.
not necessarily God who came down
Yeah,
or something like that. Like I don't have to agree with this understanding. Uh,
yeah,
I don't agree that, or for example, the angel of the Lord. It's literally Melach Elohim, an
yeah.
angel of the Lord.
I
The
can respond
angel
to that
is
quickly.
not the Lord; he's an agent of the Lord.
It's okay. I can respond to that quickly. And after that, I would like the host to continue. Now, this is it. I understand your misunderstanding. Now, these two passages I gave to you is not talking about the angel of the Lord. It doesn't mention an angel. It only said it is the God of Israel. So this is different. I agree with you that an angel, it will be hard for you to then say that the angel of the Lord is the same thing as God and those kind of things. I agree with you. But the issue I have is those specific passages are very different because there is no definition of that entity as any other thing but Yahweh.
Which passage,
And
please?
Exodus 33, are you
Exodus.
aware of the
Wait a
story
second.
where
Exodus.
Moses, Exodus 33?
Exodus 33. The
Yeah.
Lord.
So if you start from verse 18, go to verse 18, Exodus 33, verse 18.
Wait a second. Give me 5 seconds, okay? Five. No. Okay.
So
And
as
the
you are
Lord
doing
said to
that,
Moses.
okay, talk.
And the Lord said to Moses, "I
Mute
will
your
do
mic
the."
if you are not speaking, please.
Yo, guys, I don't know like who's screaming or there's like a woman or whatever. Just put it off, please. And the Lord said to Moses, I will do the very thing you have asked because I am pleased with you, and I know you by name. Then Moses said, Now show me your
DOS, can you
glory.
mute your mic, please? Go on.
And the Lord
Yeah,
said,
continue.
I will cause all my goodness to pass in front of you, and I will proclaim my name, the Lord, in your presence. I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. But he said, You cannot see my face, for no one may see me and live.
Okay, just pause, please. So who was the one talking to Moses?
Who was the one talking to Moses?
Yeah, according to the verse, who was talking to Moses?
The God, Yahweh, the
Okay.
Lord, I would say.
And
The,
he
the,
was
the
the he's
Father.
the yeah, and he's the owner of the face that cannot be seen, correct?
Mhm.
Okay, so continue reading. Just read everything quickly so we
And
can
the Lord
I can
said,
explain to you why Trinity is
"Th-
important.
There is a place near me where you may stand on a rock. When my glory passes by, I will put you on a in a cleft in the rock and cover you with my hand until I have passed by. Then I will remove my hand and you will see my back, but my face must not be seen.
Okay. So now this is the issue now. If I
Go
ask you
ahead.
a question, who was the person that said he will come down to the mountain to meet Moses and Moses will see his back? Who was that person? You say it's the father, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The one who's
Yeah.
having
Now
this
when you go
conversation
to
would be the father.
yeah. So when you read through the Old Testament and the New Testament, it says that God has not been seen before and God cannot be seen. In fact, if you read John chapter 1, I think it's John chapter 1, verse, I think it's 18 or 22, that says the
Mm.
Father has not been seen before. God cannot be seen. No man has seen God before. Now, the question then is if it says God cannot be seen, the God of Israel cannot be
Mhm.
seen, then is Moses not a man? And is this not God that Moses is seeing? Do you see that?
Is
Because if he's
is
seeing his
is
back,
Moses what?
if Moses is seeing his back, then Moses is
Hmm.
seeing God. So the question is, if it says God cannot be seen, no man has seen God, no man has seen his form, then who is this person that Moses is seeing? And that person is God, because that person has a face that cannot be seen. So this is clearly God, right? And in the earlier verses, Moses says that he doesn't want an angel, he wants God. So unless you are saying God deceived Moses by sending him an angel that has a face that cannot be seen, which of course will not make sense, unless you try to misrepresent who God is, if you are to be consistent with who God is, the only way to understand this is through a complex unity, where the God who is not seen is referring to the Father, the person of the Father. But the God whom Moses saw, who has the same nature as the Father, is the Logos, Christ. This is the only way. Any other thing, any other interpretation, you would either butcher the text by claiming it is corrupted as a Muslim, or you would say that the God of Israel deceived Moses, or Moses was a polytheist by worshiping
The
a
corrupt.
created angel.
I think the text is pretty clear. You cannot see my face, for no one might see my face and live. This is verse 20. Because he cannot see his face, so he showed him his back.
Yeah, but if you saw the back of a person, didn't you see the person?
No, not
Or
not
wait,
necessarily, because he explicitly says you cannot see my face.
wait,
That's
just
why
wait,
I'm going to
just wait,
show you my back. It's the
wait,
same
just
person. It's the same God.
wait,
But I would
just wait,
assume that if you see his face, you're gonna like
wait, just
die
wait,
or
just wait.
something like that.
If I God forbid, but if I beat your back with a belt, did I beat you?
If you beat if you beat me with a belt,
Yeah, on the back. Did I
yo,
beat you?
I'm gonna fight back, man.
Yeah, but I beat you, right? I beat you with a belt.
Hmm.
So likewise, if Moses saw his back, therefore Moses saw him. Do you understand?
But he didn't see. But he did not see his face.
Yeah, but he still saw him regardless, but not his face. Do you understand?
Because it's his face that he should not see. You cannot
Yeah.
see his face,
Yeah,
but
but don't
his back. It's the re. He says that there is a place near me where you may stand on a rock. When my glory passes by, I will put you in the cleft in the
yeah.
rock and cover you with my hand.
Yeah. Just listen. When the scripture says God cannot be seen, it doesn't specify whether it's a face or a back. It says in general God cannot be seen. And it even
Yeah,
goes further by
generally
saying, just
speaking.
wait, please. It goes further by saying that on the mountain you saw no form. No form. No form means either the back, the hand, the legs, the feet, or whatever. You saw no form. But here we are seeing a form. Do you understand?
Yeah. I got
So,
you.
Ahmad, you're probably seeing this for the first time, but I'm just here to tell you before the host continues. The only way to understand the God of Israel, according to the writings of the Old Testament, if you want to be charitable and sincere with the text, is through the Trinity or complex unity. There's no other way. So I yield to the host.
Yeah, Amas, I think we have
Yes.
done enough. We have done
Okay,
enough.
B.
We have done enough showing you our theology. I really want to know. I'm curious. Can you tell me why
I've had a
you?
nice conversation, to be honest.
Yeah, can you tell me why you believe Islam is true? Let's see that. Why do you trust Muhammad? to be
Yeah,
telling you the truth.
let me tell you
Can you
why.
listen to the question so that you will not answer another thing? Why do you trust Muhammad to tell you the truth about God?
Hmm. Hmm. Is it the question? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because we have enough eyewitnesses of the prophet himself. The prophet is massively attested. Uh, the prophet preached for 23 years. I think if anyone saw him as a fraud, it wouldn't last 23 years. The other thing is that the theology of the prophet that he gave, this is I'm speaking pure historically. I'm not making the claim that the Quran is from God. I'm speaking purely from a historical perspective. The theology of the Quran, that there is one ultimate creator, matches a lot with the theology of the other prophets before him, which include the Old Testament, which also would include the historical Jesus, who had a monotheistic understanding of God. Meaning Jesus thought of God as this one supreme being who he called the Father and whom he called God, Allah in Aramaic, and Abba for the Father. It's the
Yeah.
same thing with Moses. It's the same thing with all of these It's the same thing with all of these other prophets. And also, if you guys spoke Arabic, I don't know if you speak Arabic or not. Um, the
We are making
complexity.
so many points that I will forget. So let's tackle it one
Go
after
ahead.
another. So number one,
Yeah.
you are talking from historical point, which I like so much. And let's
Hmm.
put that to test and see whether Islam is historically correct.
Hmm.
So number one, historically, was Jesus
Hmm.
crucified?
Historically, yes, Jesus was crucified.
Islamically, was Jesus crucified?
No,
Is that consistent with history?
absolutely.
Is it consistent
I'm
with
gonna.
history?
Yes, yes.
How?
I know. Listen, I know the argument. I know exactly the argument. The reason why it's consistent with history, the verse in the Quran is quite clear on what happened. They thought he was crucified. They thought it was him that who was crucified. It follows that they would report such. If people thought that he was crucified, they would report that he was crucified. Meaning there is no problem with the Quran and history. The Quran says that people thought
Okay.
he literally says that
Yeah.
وقتلنا المسيح ابن مريم رسول الله, and we killed Jesus, the son of Mary, the
Yeah.
Messiah, the messenger of God. So they literally thought that they killed him, and they reported as they killed
So,
him.
so
So there is no clash.
who was crucified instead of Jesus? If Jesus was not the one that was crucified,
I have no idea of who the
yeah. So that
identity
is
of the
that's
person.
exactly where we have to differ on the point that it was not Jesus. People think it was Jesus because if it was not Jesus that was on that cross, according to your
Mhm.
tafsir, they have mentioned few names. They are not sure actually. They have mentioned few names of the person that could be on the cross instead of Jesus. And number one person that they mentioned was Tatianos. Some of them says it was a member of public. Some of them says it's one of the disciples of Jesus. So none of them is sure of who was crucified instead of Jesus. So that is where the problem is. If you are saying that, yes, it was not Jesus that was crucified, it was another person. Who was the person? At least the person that was crucified had family. It was not an angel that was crucified that people would not know. The person that was crucified instead of Jesus had family, had friends, had relatives that could say, "Oh, why are you crucifying our person instead of Jesus?" But that is where the problem is. Number one point. That is history now. Number one point on history. According
Mhm.
to Quran, it was Abraham that built the Kaaba, right?
Abraham and Ishmael.
And Ishmael, yes, that built the Kaaba, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you show me any historical facts to back that up? Any Jewish historian?
There is there is not a shred of evidence of the existence of Abraham to begin with.
Okay.
There is a historic. Wait. No historian. There is not a single historian on earth that will grant you that Abraham existed. Neither Moses, even I would say even what's his name? Suleiman. What's his name in the Bible? Suleiman, the king prophet. Solomon. Even David and Solomon, historians, will not grant you that he existed.
Yeah.
So
So
even you
that
have
is
an issue with
why
that.
you don't have to place Islam on historical fact.
It's the same thing with you. There
It's
is not a
not. It's
single
not.
evidence for the biblical Abraham.
Yeah.
No historian would say that the biblical Abraham existed.
You know
None.
why? You know
Not a
why we are
single one.
different. You know why we are different. This is
Why?
why we are different. Because a man came 7th century and claimed that these people existed. That's why we are different to Islam. Muhammad, if they did not exist, then who is giving Muhammad revelation? That means Muhammad is a false prophet, bro. The revelation Muhammad
What do you
got.
mean? I didn't understand what he
Okay, what
said.
I'm saying is that Muhammad confirmed our story that Abraham existed, right? He confirmed that Moses did what we said he did, right? He confirmed Solomon, he
Yes,
confirmed
he
Dawood.
genuinely confirms
And he
the
said it is
stories of the
from
Bible.
Almighty God, right?
Hmm.
So if Abraham did not exist, right, that means Muhammad is false.
If Abraham did not exist, that means everything is false. The
No.
Bible is
That means
false.
the
Muhammad is
confirmation of
false.
Muhammad.
Everything is
Wait.
false.
That means the confirmation of Muhammad is false. It's not telling the truth, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
If
So
Abraham doesn't exist, of course.
now, let's take a step further. Let's take a step further. According to the Christian, the Jew, do they have any Jewish source? At least the Jew know their story, even if historian is doubting about it. The Jews, they have their stories. They have their own history. Do you have any Jewish source that confirm that Abraham went to Mecca?
No.
So how do we know that this thing that Muhammad is saying is true? Now, we have moved past that. We are talking about the
Yeah.
people that owns the story
Let
now.
me respond to that. Let me respond to that. According to the Bible, okay, because that's the only source we have about someone whose name was Abraham. He had Ishmael and Isaac, and Ishmael had 12 children who lived in Kedar, which is literally Hijaz, which is the region of Mecca and Medina to today. These 12 children, and we know that Ishmael lived up to 108 years, okay? He had 12 children who lived, I would say, a long time too. Imagine how many times they told the stories of Abraham and they repeated it, repeated. And these sons, they had children and had children and had children in Kedar, in Hijaz, literally in Arabia. According to the Bible, Ishmael had sons who lived in Hijaz, in Kedar. So these, by generation, the stories of Abraham would circulate in Arabia, independently of the Jews, independently of the
And
stories
that's where the
of the
problem
Jews.
is. And that's where the problem is.
Mhm.
Because do we have Jews living in Arabia that time?
No. At that time, no.
In the time of Muhammad, do we have Jews living in Arabia?
Yes. In the time of
Okay.
I
Yeah.
thought you said
So
in the time of
do they
Ishmael.
have that tradition that Abraham was and Ishmael was the one that built the Mecca, built the
Oh yeah.
Kaaba? The
Yeah.
Jews, right?
No, not the Jews. I'm talking about
Exactly my point.
the Arabs. The
Yeah.
Arabs have
So
and this is. But wait a second. The Arabs have traditions that it was a figure called Abraham and Ishmael who built the Kaaba.
okay. Now that is in Islamic source, bro.
Can you show the evidence?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you show me the
it's
evidence?
Islamic.
Because
The
only thing
same
you have
thing.
now, the only thing you have
Go ahead.
now is to go to Islamic sources to prove this. But in
Ex-
history of the Arabia, you can't prove it. Can you?
It's the same thing when
No,
it's the
history of
same thing.
Arabia is different from Islam, bro.
No,
The
no.
history of
The
Arabia
one
is different from Islam.
who recorded the history of Arabia were the Muslims. The
Exactly. They
Arabs
were
back
Muslims.
then, I think you don't get it. The Arabs back then were absolute backward people with no way to record, no libraries, no ink, no manuscripts, no nothing. Absolutely. I cannot expect Arabs back then to record anything except oral traditions. They were, yeah, I think if you study pre-Islamic Arabia, you would know how backward these people were.
Yeah.
It's
So
impossible to
yeah,
find a
let's go to
record of these
do
people.
you have any oral tradition of Arabia, not Muslims of Arabia, that says it was Abraham that built the Mecca. Oral tradition, not Muslim, not in Islamic sources. Do you have any evidence of that?
We have no we don't have a single thing from these Arabs outside of Islamic
Exactly. So
sources.
yeah,
It,
exactly.
I think you don't get it. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
No, no. I think
Now,
you don't get
this
it.
is
I
the
think you don't
problem.
get it.
This is now the
It's the
problem.
same problem with you.
We
It's the same
don't
problem
have
with
the
the
same
biblical
problem.
sources.
Yeah,
No, you
we
do
don't.
have the same
Wait,
problem because all
wait.
of your sources come from Jews.
Okay, hold on,
Why
hold
should
on.
I believe them?
My friend, it comes from Jew, but they are not Christians. They are not. It comes
No,
from them. That's
why
why
should
we
I
believe
believe
them.
Jew?
These people
Why
are
should I believe the
nation.
Jewish
These people are
stories?
nation. They
Why?
are people who existed independently that have their own tradition and their own history. This is not Muslim that exists in a nation. You get what I'm saying now? Muslims are the
I
one
don't.
existing in Arabia. They are group of people in Arabia. The Arabia also should have their own tradition. So Muslims
The thing.
are just a religious group in a community, in a nation. This is the
Could you
problem,
explain
bro.
it? Yeah. How could the tradition of the Arab region, it was not the Muslims were the only ones who
I can't hear what you are saying. You are breaking.
tradition?
Bro.
The Arabs, of course, the Arabs were Muslim.
You guys hear me? Or I'm the one breaking, or he's the one?
What's that?
Am I the one breaking? Can you guys hear me?
Hello?
Okay.
I hear you very well.
Your network is bad.
Yes.
I don't know if you are requesting. I can't see any requests, so you can just if you can help me bring people up that are requesting, that will be fine. Yeah, are you there, Amma?
Yeah. I'm still here and I hear you pretty well.
Okay, so that is my point. The point I'm making is that the Muslims, unlike the Israelites, who were nation, who were tribe, who were nation on their own, that have their own history, their own tradition, and so on. The Muslims were just group of people that believe in Muhammad and his religion, and they were writing stories for the Arab. Group does not make sense to me. And his religion, and they were writing
No,
stories
no.
for the Arab.
Oh,
Can you mute yourself? To me. Somebody is
yo,
echoing.
Kemas, please. Okay.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, the thing is, why are the Israelite sources or Jewish sources more reliable than the Islamic sources? Why? Based on what should I believe the Israelite sources than the Islamic ones? Why?
I have said it countless times, and I don't know whether you are not paying attention. I'm saying
No,
that
I'm sorry, you really didn't say an answer
okay, so the reason
because
why you should believe those people, listen, the reason why you should believe those people is because they were nation on their own. It's not a religious movement. It's just like arguing that how can I believe the story of my forefather? Why do you want to argue with my story? But the story of the Muslims is that they are writing about Arabia, and they were religious people. They are a group. They were just a group in a nation, and they were writing the story for these people, which does not make sense to me. But
no, no,
the Israelites, they were a nation on their own, and they were tribe. They were writing their own story. They have their own history.
this yo,
Okay, B, can I say
the
something?
Israelites were
Yeah,
also
go on.
a religious group. Most of their
Amma,
stories are religious stories.
Amma. So this is the
Go ahead.
situation. Now, the only evidence we have about Abraham comes from the Torah before the Quran. And you are claiming that the pre-Islamic Arabs had oral tradition that proves that Abraham was present in Mecca and
100. I'm
Ishmael.
firmly convinced. I'm
Okay,
firmly
now
convinced that the
it's all
stories
right.
of Abraham and Ishmael
Okay,
were circulating
it's okay.
in Arabia independently
Now,
of the Jews.
so now listen, bro. The evidence we
Go ahead.
have is the fact that there is the writing of a book called the Torah. The
Mhm.
fact that these things were written down And these things were written out many years after Abraham existed. So it means that there was an oral tradition that
Thank you.
predated the
Exactly.
writing
That's the
down of
point
this.
I'm making.
Just wait. But with your case, it's quite different. Because if you are saying before the Quran came, there was oral tradition.
Mhm.
You understand? You have to provide evidence for that oral tradition existing. Because if there was oral tradition, then why would the revelation of the Quran come? There would have been no need for a revelation. And then if you look at the revelation of the Quran, it basically says that if you are doubting the stories, go back to those who
Mhm.
were reading the scriptures before you. So it means therefore that there could not have been an oral tradition, because in other places it says that these are things that were new to the Arabs
Arabia.
in the
Yeah.
time. Yeah, they were new. These stories were foreign to them. So there definitely was not an oral tradition before Muhammad came. Then if there was an oral tradition, it defeats the purpose of the Quran to the Arabs. And all the language of the Quran is more of like going back to previous scriptures that these are new stories. They were even new stories to Muhammad. These are new stories. But the people with
Mhm.
the Torah, they have the same stories. To prove that it's the same God that wrote the Torah, go and ask them about the stories. So it can't. There was
Mhm.
no oral tradition. That's the
Yeah.
point we're trying to make.
Yeah. Let me answer your question. Uh, Following the logic, this is like a very rational and logical process. Following the logic and the rationale that Abraham, if he existed historically, had sons, and his son spread around Israel, the Hijaz, this area of the world, it would follow automatically that their sons and generations after would repeat these stories. Of course, with time they would change, they would have some things added, and then this, that.
Yeah, don't
But
make any
it does
sense.
not mean that the historical Muhammad would have known the stories. It's not a necessity. Some Arabs, maybe in Medina, mostly because Medina is far, it's in the Hijaz, by the way. But
Guys,
Medina
projection.
is far closer to where the sons of Ishmael went than Mecca. Mecca is it's not that close. But I would say that the Medinian Arabs and some Arabs of the region would have heard stories about a figure, Abraham, this and that, in a more convoluted way. But Muhammad
Yeah.
himself, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, no, there is no evidence that himself he heard about these stories. But it does not mean that these stories were not circulating. Maybe they were, not maybe.
Yeah. So that is argument from silence, bro. It does
Yeah.
not
That's
mean it's an
It's really
argument
not an
from silence.
argument from silence because
Is
we are
because you can prove it.
discussing we are
Yeah.
discussing
Now
events
let, let,
that
let, let, let's
happened
do this one.
1,000 years
Let's
ago.
finish on this when it comes to history. Let's finish on this.
Hmm,
Do you have
okay.
the lineage of Muhammad to Ishmael? Can you trace Muhammad down to Ishmael?
No. There is absolutely no way to trace anything to anyone. All of these lineage stories. How could you know? Even me, I don't even know who was my grandfather. With
Exactly.
all
So
the technology,
yeah. So
but
let's put
what
it
I
there.
can say
Yeah.
what I can say, I can make the case because Ishmael had sons and they lived in. We know from the Bible that they lived in Hijaz, literally in
Yeah,
Hijaz,
because
in
they
the
live in Hijaz does not make Muhammad their descendant. So let's
it
leave that.
makes exact
Yeah, let's leave that.
because it was
Let me
social
just
long.
make this point. Let me just make
Mhm,
this point. And this is what I
mhm.
see. The Quran is not arguing from historical points at all. That is why everything in the Quran, including stories, were revelation. Because if there were historical sources, there is no need, as my brother have said, for Allah to start
Mhm.
revealing the story of Moses to Muhammad.
Mm,
If it was a normal tradition among
exactly.
the Arab, and the story of Abraham, it was a normal thing among them that they know, there is no need for Allah to start calling this revelation because it will not make any sense. This is what we know before. Why are you calling it revelation? This is what we already know. That will make
Yeah,
Muhammad
yeah,
a
yeah.
false prophet. Because how can you be talking about something we people already know? They know that Abraham was the one that built this place. Why are you dropping that as a revelation? That is our point to prove that this Quran is not from God, bro. I'm sorry to say. Because how can God be revealing stories that everybody already know? And God is now saying, I'm revealing to you that it was Abraham that built the Mecca. It was Abraham that built the Kaaba. I'm revealing that. That is something that is already common among us.
No, I'm not saying it was a common knowledge. What I'm saying is that
That's what you
there may
said,
have
bro.
been some no. What I've said is that there have been some oral traditions that have survived.
Where? In what aspect? In the aspect of Abraham, right?
It's a
Abraham
no, no.
building the Kaaba.
It's a because it's a rational, logical,
Bro, wait.
following process.
Don't let us move to rational logical now. Because if you are moving to rational logical, this will tear the Quran apart. Because it is not
I totally
logical.
agree with you.
Yeah, because it is not logical that we already know who built the Kaaba, who raised the foundation of the house, and Allah is now saying is a revelation. It is not logical to anyone. It does not make any sense. You just have to force your own logic into it. But for me, it does not make sense. You cannot call the story of Moses a revelation again if people already in Arabia already know about it.
Not Moses. I would not say that Moses was known, but Abraham and Ishmael, probably there were some stories.
But
But
Allah now
Moses, I would
needs
not
to
think
give
so.
Muhammad revelation that we gave prophethood to Ishmael, that people already know in Arabia. Bro, let's not
So,
forget about that.
is there
Yeah.
any proof that Abraham was in Mecca with Ishmael? Do you have any proof?
That has been my question. Let us see the proof that Abraham was in Mecca.
I've already answered. There is not a historical proof for the existence of Abraham to begin with.
Okay,
Like
so
the guy, Abraham, historically speaking, did not exist.
Hello, let's
okay,
start it
so
from here. Sorry, ma. Sorry, Centurion. I'm an historian. I have some history book now, not
Hmm.
not religious book. I have some
Hmm.
history book that relates to Abraham, and Bible gave some evidences. Should I press further?
Yeah, go on.
Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead.
When the wife of what was it called? The wife of Abraham died. Bible said Abraham bought a particular
He
land.
had two wives.
No, of Sarah.
Which one? Which one?
Sarah. He had more than two wives. He had more than two wives. Now, he bought a particular land and sorry. Please, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that Abraham bought a particular land and he buried the wife there. Historically, that place should be around Iran right now. Historically, it's in Iran.
Uh-huh.
If I'm
In
right,
Iran?
yes, of course. Yes, of course. Historically.
Yeah.
And so if you are telling me that historically Abraham does not exist, I will argue that with
Oh yeah.
100.
Yeah. Historically speaking, how would you know?
Yes,
It's impossible to prove it.
it's possible. We can prove it because I'm an historian and I've just given you one of the proof now. One of the proofs now, I've just given it to you. That where he buried his wife was in Iran,
Hmm.
is in Iran till today. Mamre. Mamre is somewhere in the southern part of Iran today.
The tomb of Sarah.
Yes, of course. Search it out.
The tomb of Sarah is in Iran.
Yes, of course. Search it out.
Well,
So
I'm not sure about that.
you
The
might not.
tomb of Sarah, the wife of Abraham, is in Iran.
You can search it out. Search it out. Get books. Make some research. And also,
Um.
where he went to sacrifice his son Isaac, where he went to sacrifice Isaac, that month of Moriah. Yes, historically, we can prove it out. It exists. That place is existing today. That place.
Yeah, places existing is not a proof of anything.
Oh no. You know, Bible said
No,
it.
like if,
Listen,
yeah, for
listen.
example, I
Bible
mean,
recorded it, and so far it's been mentioned in the Bible, and we can still get that place. Meaning, there is, let's say, 75-80% of existence and authenticity of
I'm
it.
gonna be honest with you, bro. Uh, Someone describing a place. Example, we have movies about Spider-Man were happening in New York. New York is a real historical city. It exists, but Spider-Man doesn't. Yeah, I'm sure that there's a lot of places described in the Bible that you can find in Israel today,
Hello.
but
You can't
it does
compare
not
it.
mean that
You
these
can't compare
figures
that.
existed.
It's incomparable because Spider-Man, if you look at it, look at the caption before the film, it will tell you that it's fiction. That Spider-Man is a fiction. Superman is a fiction. Shot in what is the name of this particular place they are shooting the film in America? Or what's the name? Is it Hollywood or what?
Yes. Hollywood.
Yes, they are all
Hmm.
fiction. Marvin's film,
What do you
Marvin's,
guys have?
Marvin's film, they are shot in a hall.
Do you guys
Uh,
have
Titanic,
Nollywood or something like that?
Titanic. Listen, Titanic was shot in a particular pool. So you can tell me that those you can compare that to that Bible story. Now, coming back to coming back to history. Now,
Mm-hmm.
there are many things. Now, go to Egypt today. Ask them about what happened between Moses and King Pharaoh. King Pharaoh, I've forgotten his name, the reason name. When the Red Sea was parted, they will tell you according to their history. Go to Alexandria in Egypt today. You will see a book that is dating that particular story, and they will tell you it really happened at a particular time. So
Mm-hmm.
you can tell us that those things that are written in the Torah, that are written in the Talmud, that are written in Tanakh, they are not historically proven. They are historically proven. Go to where those things happen, you will see them. Now back to what we are discussing. I'm sorry for taking your
Mm-hmm.
time. You will
No,
still
no,
talk.
that's fine. Go ahead.
You will still talk, sir. Um, what we are saying is that what do we mean by revelation? Revelation is bringing to someone's sense or someone's imagination what will happen or what will happen to those that are yet to know it. Something revealed to those that are yet to understand it. Now, telling me that the word most of the revelations in the Quran, they were those things that are yet to know. See, I will likely disagree with it. I would likely, though I'm a Christian, sorry, I will
Mm-hmm.
likely disagree with it. Do you know why? There are
Mm-hmm.
some discrepancies in the storyline of what is it called of Quran. Let me give you just one example before I will leave. Quran
Go
chapter
ahead.
19. Yes, Quran chapter 19. The story
Mm-hmm.
of Jesus Christ, the story of Jesus there has been discrepancies there. Now, according to Bible, the father and mother of Jesus Christ, their lineage, they are different from that in the Quran.
Yeah.
They are different. They are different.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, no Jewish man will tell you the or sister of Mary is Jochebed or mother of Mary is Jochebed or Miriam. So with that, there has been an error in the write-up of Quran. There has been errors. Don't let me say an error. Errors in the write-up of Quran. Like some places that the sun or moon, was it moon? Yes, it should be sun. Sun setting in a mud water. Oh
Mm.
no, no. Science will just disprove that. Science will disprove that. Geography will
No,
disprove that.
I think. Listen.
So
The story of the sunset in a mud water. The Quran obviously thinks that the sun is a celestial object. It refers so many times that the sun is a celestial object. Obviously, it's so obvious that when it says the Quran, when it says that Dhul Qarnayn, um, the figure who saw the sun setting in a muddy water, obviously it's a metaphor. Obviously, no one thinks that the sun literally sets in a muddy water. Why? Because the Quran repeatedly, in a repetition, says that the sun is a celestial object in the universe. So it's a non-charitable reading of the text to say that the Quran thinks that the sun literally sets in a muddy water. I don't agree with that. The Quran, in so many instances, says that the moon, the sun, the planets, Earth are celestial objects. So we cannot think that it sets in water. It just
then,
I'm not
sorry,
convinced
sorry,
by
sorry,
that.
sorry, 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 sorry. You said it's a metaphor.
Yeah, it's obvious that it's a metaphor. It's obvious.
So what does it mean?
The
What
same
does that
way,
mean?
yeah. The same way when I tell you, literally, even we as humans today in the 21st century, we use these kind of metaphors. When you go to the beach, when you go to a lake or an ocean or something like that, you see the sun setting, and you can say something like, "Yo, look at the sun setting in the lake," or something like that. It does not mean that you think that the lake,
Yeah.
the
So
sun,
what is the
literally
message that
sets.
Allah is trying to pass with that verse?
What do you mean?
Yeah, that verse. What is the interpretation of that metaphor? What does that have to do with revelation of God? What is Allah trying to say?
It's simply a story of a figure named Dhul Qarnayn who traveled so far. He traveled so far. He literally he traveled so far west that he reached the place where the sun sets. It's a metaphor. It's a way to say that he traveled extremely far. That's all it means. It does not mean that the Quran thinks that the
Yeah.
sun
So
sets into water. It's
yeah,
it's
I,
it's
I want I want
nonsensical.
the person talking to you to land so that I can continue. I don't know who is talking because I can't see the guy. I can't
It's
see
Kiman.
him.
Centurion, please continue.
Okay, Kiman.
You are not convincing. You are not convincing at all. You are not
No.
convincing.
It's no. It's very simple. The
Yeah.
Quran
So now
uses an
the
image.
one the
Wait one
one
second.
the
Wait wait
one
wait
me.
wait. The Quran uses an image uh, that Alexander the Great. Personally, I think it's Alexander the Great. He traveled so far west. He traveled just so much that he reached the most western place possible. That's all it means. It does not mean that the sun literally sets into the water, because the Quran
Why?
thinks
Why
that the
would
sun is a celestial object.
Alexander the Great? No, 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 no. Go and read the Tawab Naziru of
Personally, I think it's Alexander.
No, no, no. Don't think for Quran. Don't think for Quran. Go and read the Sabab
No.
Naziru.
I have reasons to believe that. I have reasons to believe that it was there. Not every Muslim would agree with that. I understand, but I have reasons to think it was Alexander the Great.
Yeah. So let me show you something in the Quran. Maybe we
Go
can
ahead.
we can end it here with you. If you are not gonna acknowledge this, then there is no point. So this is Quran chapter 19, verse 28. It says, "O sister of Aaron, your father was not a man of evil, nor
Mm-hmm.
was your mother unchaste. So who is that sister of Aaron that the Quran is talking about?
Oh, Mary, what? Oh, sister of
Sister of
Aaron?
Aaron. Who is that sister of Aaron?
He was referring to
It's
Mary, the
Mary.
mother of
It's
Jesus.
the mother of Jesus.
Okay, that's what I want.
So according to the Bible, is Mary the sister of Aaron or Miriam?
Is Mary the sister of Aaron? No, we don't have a name of the of the brother of Mary in the Bible at all.
We do. Where? But we know the Aaron that the Bible is talking about. The Aaron, the sister of
Mhm.
Aaron that the Quran is talking about, is not Mary, mother of Jesus. It's Miriam, a
No,
prophetess.
no. It's not. Wait. The Israelites have all the same names. They don't have like unlimited names. They have
Do
a
you hear
limited
what I'm
set of
saying
names.
now, bro? Do you have any proof to prove to us that Mary is sister of Aaron? Can you prove it?
No. There is no proof, historical proof that that the brother of Mary was his name was Aaron.
Okay.
But
So
the
how
name,
did the
but these
Quran?
names,
Where did the Quran get it from?
it's a revelation.
Which is not true because there is no proof for
No,
it. And I
it's
can show
no.
you. Listen, let me read Exodus to you. Exodus chapter 26.
Yeah,
I will
I
read
know
it
the
to you.
story. I know the
Listen,
story.
hold on. Aaron and Moses and Miriam, their sister, are listed as the children of Amram and Jeobed, something like that. Numbers chapter 26, verse
Jochebed.
59. Yeah, Jacobed, yeah. And in the book of Exodus 15, verse 20, Miriam, the prophetess, the sister of Aaron, took a timber in her hand. So that is to tell you that we know that the Quran is messing things up.
No, it doesn't.
Because we know the sister of Aaron is Miriam, and the Quran is calling
Yeah.
Miriam the sister of Aaron, and it's saying that that Miriam was the one that gave birth to Jesus.
Let me give you the answer that the prophet himself gave. Let me read you the exact answer he gave to this question. He
Where are
said
you reading it from? Where are you reading it from?
in Sahih Muslim. Let me
Give me this
let
I
me
must.
give let me give you the reference.
ChatGPT does not really give a good accurate reference, so you have to check the
No.
time
I'm in
Muslim
Sahih
before you read.
Muslim. I'm in Sahih Muslim in
Sahih Muslim what?
sunnah.com.
Okay, give me this I Muslim. Let me check.
And even in Sahih Bukhari.
Yeah, give me.
Sahih.com.
Just give it out. Give it out.
Yeah, just let me see.
Let me in sunnah.com because there is a hadith of the prophet about this particular
Yeah, don't worry. Take your time. Look for it. Let's see how Muhammad explained Miriam, the sister of Aaron, who was a prophetess, and he existed 1,000 years before Jesus Christ, before Mary, mother of Jesus, was even born.
yeah,
So
yeah.
how did
I read the
Quran
hadith.
match them together?
Yeah, let me read the hadith.
Yeah, give me
When
the
I
hadith. I
come
want to see what you are reading.
reading it's called the Book of Manners
Give me
in
the hadith.
etiquette.
You said Sahih Muslim and Sahih Bukhari. Give me those two. Let me
Sahih
check.
Muslim number what?
Yeah, the one is in Sahih Muslim.
Yeah, give me the number.
Can
I
I put
want
the
to see.
camera or something like that?
No. Just give us the number. He has number.
Sahih Muslim what? Number what?
Yeah.
Wait a second. Sahih Muslim 38.
I am Muslim
38.
38.
Wait, the chapter 1.
38.
No, wait a second. Sahih Muslim, book 38, hadith 13.
Sahih Muslim. Hold on.
8.
Sahih Muslim. Sahih Muslim book 38. Hadith
13.
13.
1 3. Okay, I have it.
It's supposed to start with one. It's supposed to start like this. When I came to Najran.
When I came to Najran, the Christian of Najran, asked me, "You said, O sister of Aaron, that is Adrat Miriam in the Quran, where as Moses was born before Jesus. When I came to the Allah Messenger, I asked him about that, whereupon he said, the people of the old age used to give names to their persons after the names of the apostle and pious person who had gone before them. So how does that mean that Mary is the mother of Aaron? Is the sister of
As
Aaron?
it's as simple as that, because
Simple as what, bro?
it's just no. The answer is very simple. The Israelites give the same names as their forefathers. So when you find a similar name, it makes complete sense. It's
No,
Yeah,
not
but the
from.
point is that wait, guys, hold on. I have people that answer the name of their forefather, but they
What?
will not claim that they are sister to their forefather. They will not claim that they are brothers and sisters. So if you are saying is the sister of Aaron, that means they were born by the same father. That's what it means. Yes, and we have people that can answer the name of their great grandfather, and they can say yes, because my great grandfather used to answer this name. But I will not say I am a sister to my great grandfather. I don't understand.
let me add,
Yes,
let me add this to this. Please, can
yeah.
you understand the context of that particular place?
I genuinely don't see any problem at all with that.
Quran chapter 9.
It's a
No,
Ah,
please, and Aman, please go and read that
Go
particular
ahead.
place again. Quran chapter 9, chapter
What?
19, verse 28. Read it again. Go and understand it. Please, can you read
Chapter
it?
19,
That's
verse
Quran
where?
chapter 19, 28.
yeah,
Verse 28.
Please, can you read it again?
yeah. Let me read
Yes.
it from verse 27. I think 25 says. He said, and shake towards you the trunk of a palm tree. It will drop upon you reap fresh date. It will drop upon you. Okay.
Mhm.
So eat and drink and be contented. And if you see from among humanity anyone, say, indeed, I have vowed to the most merciful abstention. So I will not speak today or to any man. 27.
Mhm.
Then she was brought to her people, carrying him. They said, oh, Mary, you have certainly done a thing unprecedented. And I say, oh, sister of Aaron, your father was not a man of evil. Can you see it? Your
Yeah,
father,
it can be.
Aaron and Mary, mother of Jesus, does not even have the same lineage. Aaron is a Levite. So Mary is from Judah family. They don't have the same lineage. That's where the problem
Nope, I
is.
disagree. I disagree that Mary is from Judah. I disagree. I think Mary is a
Is
Levite.
Aaron a Levite?
I disagree that Mary is
Why do you
is
disagree?
from the
Why do
tribe.
you disagree? Why
What
do
do you
you
disagree?
disagree?
What is that
Let
point
me
that you are disagreeing on?
Yeah, he's disagreeing
let me
that
go to Luke.
Aaron
Let me
and
go to Luke and let me show you. Let me go to Luke, the Gospel of Luke. Okay. Are you guys from Nigeria?
yeah,
Bible Gateway. Look where. Give me just a couple of seconds, okay? NIV. No, yeah, NIV is good. Because Mary, there is a verse in Luke, I think, where she's related to. I think it's Luke one.
now
Yeah,
what?
yes, it's Elizabeth,
Yeah,
the mother of John the Baptist.
yeah, she's not their family. She was just a member that goes to the temple, and that's
I disagree. I disagree with that because Mary, she calls her she calls her a a a relative, and that we know that Elizabeth, the mother of John the Baptist, is explicitly called one of the daughters of Aaron, of Aaron, Aaron.
Okay.
So it
Mary,
makes sense.
Mary is linked to Judah and the King David, especially since Jesus Christ Messianic lineage is traced through
Yeah,
David.
there is
So if
no
Jesus,
way.
listen to me, this is how we know
Mhm.
the Messiah is going to come from where? It's going to come from where, bro?
From the tribe of from the lineage of David.
Exactly, which is what? Judah.
Yeah, but you think but
Exactly. So that
he doesn't
ends
have
the
a father.
argument, bro. Don't waste your time.
No,
Don't waste your
Jesus,
time.
he doesn't have a father.
Where does the mother come from?
She's a Levite.
The lip.
I told you his mother is a Levite and his father he
Give,
doesn't have a father, so he cannot be from David.
excuse
It's
me.
impossible.
Please,
So
give,
Jesus is not the Messiah then.
No.
give a
This
proof.
whole
No, 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 no. Give a proof
he
that
must come
Mary
from
is a Levite.
David, this and that. I don't believe that at all. Why should I believe that?
Okay, so give me the proof that. Just give us the proof.
That Mary is a Levite. Just give a proof.
Look, one in the time. He's okay. In the time of Herod the king, this is Luke 1:5. In the time of Herod king of Judea, there was a priest named Zechariah who belonged to the priestly division of Abijah. His wife Elizabeth was also a descendant of Aaron. Because Elizabeth is a descendant of Aaron, and that Mary calls Elizabeth a relative, it means that Mary is a descendant of Aaron.
Bro,
That's
you are
why
not serious. So if I call
I'm
somebody
very
my
serious.
relative, so if I call somebody, okay, for example, now we have a tradition that people that we share the same state, like for example, if you are from, let's say, Lagos State, we call ourselves relative because we are from the same state, but does not mean we are from the same family. That is the simple thing. If you see somebody that is from Iran now, you will call him your relative because he's from Iran. It does not mean you share the same lineage. So don't misinterpret the Bible because it says they are a relative, then it means that they are from the same lineage. Stop doing that, bro. The Quran got it all wrong. And that's why they
No.
asked him, okay, let's go back to that hadith. Why did they have to ask him? If that is how it was, why did they have to ask him? Muhammad, that question from the hadith you brought up. He said, when I came to Injara, they said, the Christians of Injara, that is 7th century, long time ago, they were arguing this matter that we are arguing today. That is to tell you that they know that Muhammad got it wrong in the Quran. That is the example. Ask me, you say, you read, O sister of Aaron, that is Adrat Miriam in the Quran. Whereas Moses was born much before Jesus. When I came back to Allah's messenger, I asked him about that. Whereupon he said, the people of the old used to give names to their persons after the names of apostles and pious persons who had gone before them. That does not mean anything. I can give my son Shakespeare tomorrow. It does not mean he's Shakespeare. So if you are saying is the sister of this person, that means you are trying to let us know that they are family. That's where the
I have a
problem
very
is.
simple question. Is Elizabeth explicitly called the daughter of Aaron?
Yes.
Is she explicitly called that?
Yes,
Is
yes.
Elizabeth
Advance.
okay?
Don't emphasize it. I've answered yes.
Okay, perfect. Now we agree. Is Mary called an explicit relative of Elizabeth?
Yes, it was called.
Thank you. So because Mary is an explicit relative
So
of
that's why Muhammad
Elizabeth, then
got it wrong.
Elizabeth is an
So it was not
explicit.
Allah that was actually giving Muhammad prophet. It was because of what the Bible says. That's why
No.
Muhammad
You
interpreted it
asked
like
for
that.
proof. No. You asked for proof that
My friend, I am
Mary
telling you
has.
because the Bible called them relative does not mean they were from the same lineage.
It
All the
does
children
mean
of
the same
Israel,
lineage.
they all call listen to me, all the children of Israel, are they not from the same source? Are they not from the same father Jacob? Are they not from the same father Jacob? Answer me.
The what?
The children of Israel, the Jews, the 12th tribe of Israel, are they not from the
Mm-hmm.
same source?
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. So does that mean that they are from the same lineage or the same tribe?
No.
Exactly. So stop doing what you are doing because we share the same source. Does not mean we have the same lineage. The covenant of the Levites and the Judah and the rest they are different. It does not mean they are from the same tribe, even though they have the same father. So get that straight. The Quran got it all wrong. That's my
No,
point.
not at all. No, not at all. Not at
Okay,
all.
because Adam is our father, me and you. Adam is our great grandfather. Does that mean we are from the same lineage? Answer me.
So what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I was reading the text. What did you say?
I said because Adam is our
Mhm.
great grandfather. Does that mean me and you we are from the same lineage?
Technically, yeah. Yeah.
Woo!
We share the same
Are you
great father.
African? Are you an African man?
Yes, yes, yes.
Where
I'm
where in
African.
Africa?
I'm North African.
So I am a North African too now because we are from the same source.
The what?
I am from North Africa now because we have the same father, Adam.
No, we are. Yes, we share
Do
the
we
same
have
human
any other
lineage,
Muslim
but
that would
no,
like
no.
to come up?
But here it's specific because we don't have a a saying of Mary or anything like that saying that she's from this tribe or this tribe or this tribe. What we can do is link the dots, and the most explicit dot that we have
The
is this
the
thing.
thing that you are the one linking the dot trying to prove Muhammad right. The thing that the Quran says is that, oh, Mary, sister of Aaron, and we have sister of Aaron in the Bible who was Miriam, and it's the same Miriam that your Quran mentioned, sister of Aaron. Why are you not trying to twist that? No, it's Mary. No, bro. This is let's take the verse the way it is. In the verse, it says, "Oh, daughter of sister of Aaron." And we have Mary that is a sister to Aaron in the Bible. So why are you trying to make the Quran make sense? You are the one trying to, and that's the same question. That's the same challenge. That was why they challenged Muhammad in Najran. That was why they challenged him because
Yeah,
it's not true. What he's saying is not true. It's a false book. It's a false statement. They know. Let me bring
no,
another person up, please, guys. I think, my friend, I
go ahead.
have shown you in this conversation that putting Islam to test, there is a lot of problem with Islam
Not
when
at
it
all,
comes
but
to
as you want.
theology. And I don't want to go to the life of Muhammad now, which is a
Mhm.
very questionable lifestyle that somebody should believe that
No,
man to be prophet.
I think I think the Prophet Muhammad is G. He's a man. He's a real man.
Is it? What do you mean by a real man?
He's a family man. He's a fighter. He's a statesman. He had an empire.
So yeah, go on.
He's exactly the man that everybody
So I
should
don't
want to
think he's a
become.
man people should follow.
Absolutely, yes, you should.
I don't think so, bro.
I think so. I think so. I
I
wish I
don't
had
think so.
11
And the
wives
reason
or
why,
had an
and I will
empire.
tell you the reason why I don't think anybody should follow Muhammad. Honestly. And this is the reason. Number one,
Go ahead.
looking at Muhammad, I think it's only one verse in the Quran that Allah corrected him from wrongdoing. It is only one verse. And that was when he turned his eyes back towards that blind man. That
That's
was the
fine.
only
Yeah.
that was the only verse that Allah corrected him. In fact, what we see in the Quran is that Allah will always support Muhammad, whatsoever Muhammad does. Whether it is bad or it is good, Allah will drop a verse to support him. What type of prophet is that? Now, I want you to see something in
Mhm.
the Quran. Hold on, because this is why I believe that uh, no one should follow Muhammad.
No, you actually should, but go ahead.
I don't have to. Honestly, I don't have to. And I don't think you have to. To me, you are even better than Muhammad.
Okay, B, you should tell us 5 things that Muhammad have done that makes sense that we should follow today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Five good
If
things that he has done, one after the other. When you say it, we work on it, one after the other. Yeah, hold on. Let me read this Quran to you.
Mhm.
And I want you to explain this Quran for me. Quran chapter 33.
Mhm.
I want to read verse 50. Very good. Very good. I want you to explain this Quran verse for me. Now, this is not a. Now, do you have your Quran with you?
I mean, I have my
Yeah.
computer.
Can you read that Quran verse? I want you to
Which
explain it
verse?
to me. Quran
Qu-
chapter 33, Surah to Al Azab,
verse what?
50, 50.
Okay. Surah Al-Ahzab. Okay, let me do that. O Prophet, we have made lawful for you your wives to whom you have paid their full dowries, as well as those bondwomen in your possession, whom Allah has granted you, and you're allowed to marry the daughters of your paternal uncles and aunts, and daughters of your maternal aunts, uncles and aunts who have immigrated like you. Also allowed for marriages believing a woman who offers herself to the Prophet without dowry, if he is interested in marrying her. This is exclusively for you and not the rest of the believers. We know that all the rulings we have ordained for the believers in relation to their wives and those bondwomen in their possession, as such there would be no blame on you, and Allah is the most forgiving, most merciful. What's wrong with that?
So, according to this Quran verse, you did not you read it.
Okay, be read it slowly.
Yeah, I will read it so that
Read it
people can hear.
slowly.
I want to read the Quran verse. O
Mm,
prophet,
mm.
indeed, we have made lawful to you your wives, to whom you have given their due compensation, and those your right hand possesses, from what Allah has returned to you of captives, and the daughters of your paternal uncles. What is it? What does that mean? Daughters of your paternal uncle. Can you tell me what does it mean? What is the daughter of your paternal uncle?
The cousin?
Huh?
The cousin?
The cousins. Okay.
Yeah.
And the daughters of your maternal uncles, and the daughter of your paternal aunt, and the daughter of your maternal uncles, and the daughters of your maternal aunts, who emigrated with you. A believing woman, if she gives herself to you, to the prophet, and if the prophet wishes to marry her, this is only for you. And that's where the problem is for me. Excluding the other believers, we certainly know what we have made obligatory upon them concerning their wives and their right hand possessions. But for it's
Mm.
for you, in order that there will be upon you no discomfort, Habibi, and ever is Allah forgiving.
Okay, be what is right hand possessive?
Slaves now.
That
They
is
are
instructed
Yeah.
them
captive.
to wife. Okay.
Yeah. There are other people's wives that they capture. You can jiggy
Yeah,
them. So
your captives.
yeah, don't go to captives now because I know you can explain that away. But the
No,
problem I
no,
have is that
I
Muhammad
have
can
no issue with
marry.
that at all.
Yeah, Muhammad can marry the daughters of his paternal uncle.
Hmm. Listen, and unless you show me a verse that in the Bible that prohibits cousin marriage, then I would agree with you. But there is none. There is not a single verse that prohibits cousin
Okay, be that
marriage
is not the
in the
question we
Bible. You
asked.
you,
I
you know
said
you're just
what
arguing from a
sorry.
secular 21st century
Sorry,
point
that
of
is not the
view.
question we asked. I
Like I
said
don't
what
have to
can
grant you that.
hold on, brother. That was not a
Go ahead.
question. We said, can we follow Muhammad?
Hmm.
Then OKB brought this verse. So when we look at this thing, the question is, can we marry our sisters today? That should be the question. If it's
Your
good,
sister?
yes, my cousin is my sister, of course.
No, she's not your sister.
Who is
She's your
she to me?
cousin.
Yes.
No,
Who is my cousin?
No,
no.
no. I don't have to grant you that. She's your cousin. She's not your sister.
So I can marry my own sister as my cousin, my cousin's sister.
No. You're just making stuff up. And if your morality comes from the
Now
Bible,
I
there
want I
is
want
not
to
a
read I
single.
want to read Bible to you. So I'm reading Leviticus chapter 18, 6 to
Mm,
18. Leviticus
mm,
chapter 18. Let's start from
mm,
there and read from
yeah,
verse 6 to 18.
yeah.
Let's see. Let's see whether you will make sense out of it. I trust you to be an honest person. Leviticus chapter 18, from verse 6 says, "None of you shall approach anyone who is near of the king to him, to uncover his nakedness. I am the Lord. The nakedness of your father or the nakedness of your mother you shall not uncover. She is your mother. You shall not uncover her nakedness. The nakedness of your father's wife you shall not uncover. It is your father's nakedness. The nakedness of your sister, the daughter of your father, or the daughter of your mother, were born at home or elsewhere, neither nakedness you shall not uncover. The nakedness of your son's daughter, or your son's or your daughter's daughter, their nakedness you shall not uncover, for there is your own nakedness. The nakedness of your father's wife, father's daughter, begotten by your father, she is your sister. You shall not uncover her nakedness. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father's sister. She is near to your king. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your mother's sister. Muhammad can do all of those things, guys. But the Bible is saying you shall not do
I'm
it.
still waiting where it says that you should not marry your cousin. I'm still waiting for that verse
Okay.
because it doesn't exist.
So the nakedness of your sister's, your father's sister, is that your cousin?
Yeah, th-
So can you
that's
uncover
your
it?
that's your aunt.
Yeah, can
That's
you
your
uncover
auntie.
it?
It's not
Can
your
you?
cousin.
Can
No,
you? Okay. But according to Islam, can you marry the daughter of your paternal uncle and the daughter of your paternal aunt?
that's the cousin. So yes,
You shall not uncover the nakedness of your fathers. You shall not approach his wife. You shall not, she is your aunt. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your daughter-in-law. She is your son's wife. Muhammad did it. He married his son's wife. Let's move on. You shall not uncover her
he didn't marry
nakedness.
his son's wife. That's
Okay,
not true.
hold on. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father's wife. It is your brother's nakedness. You shall not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter, nor shall you take her son or daughter, or her daughter's daughter to uncover her nakedness. They are near of the king to her. It is wickedness. Nor shall you take a woman as a rival to her sister to uncover her nakedness while the other is alive. Can Muhammad do all of those things, bro?
You said everything that you said is in line with the Quran because the Prophet is allowed to marry the cousins, and in out of all what you just read, there is not a single verse that condemns the marriage of a cousin. Not a single one. I'm still
Okay,
waiting to hear one. Literally, still waiting to hear one.
wait. Is your cousin your king?
Your cousin is relative, but she's not your
Is
sister.
he your king? That's my question.
Is she your sister?
Can you answer the question before I kick you? Because you want to start lying now. Is
No,
your
no, no.
cousin your king?
Don't kick him, okay?
What do you mean by kin? Is it sister?
Go and check the meaning of king, bro.
Let me check that. Meaning of kin, one's family relations. Yes, that she would be. He was kin to the brothers.
So can Muhammad marry his family relation?
He can marry his cousins, and the Bible allows
Can
it. So I
Muhammad
don't see any
marry his
problem on that.
sister, bro? Can you answer me?
Nope, because it's very you are twisting. It's very specific. He's allowed to marry the cousins, and the Bible allows it too. So I see no problem with that at all.
Okay. The Bible never allow you to marry your king, bro. That is number one verse. Quran, Leviticus chapter 18, verse 6. It says, "None of you shall approach who is near of the king to uncover their nakedness. I
Yes,
am the Lord."
yes, that is what you just showed.
That is what I just read to you now.
Yeah, and then it explains
No,
what
no,
it
no, no,
means
no,
by
bro.
kin. No, 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 no.
Listen to
I'm
me.
sorry. Wait a
Listen
second.
to me. That is,
Yeah.
does the Quran says you does the Bible says you shall not marry your king before it starts
It says
telling
this,
you?
and then it explains what it means. It
No, it
explains
does
the
not explain. He's
context.
giving
It,
you for that. Listen, he's telling you even your sister, the father, yeah, like your relative, you should not do it. That's why that is the explanation. He's talking
oh
about
my
your father.
God.
He's talking about mother. First
Thank
statement
you.
in that verse.
Thank you. It
Listen to me.
says,
Listen to me. Listen to
mm,
me. I'm not gonna. I will have to kick you now
I know.
because you want to
No,
start lying.
Please don't
no,
kick
no,
him.
I'm not lying because the Bible explains what
Listen,
kin
Quran,
means, and
it does.
cousin
It's
is
not
not in it.
explanation. The Bible continue to tell you what you shall not do. It's not explaining anything. It continue in that
No,
verse, bro.
the
I'm
verse
reading. Let me
continues.
read. Let me read again,
Read it again. It says
guys. Let me
you
show
don't
you.
marry
Let
your
me show
kin,
you
and then it
something.
explains what
Let
kin
me show you
means.
guys. Let me show you guys. You see now, he's a Muslim. I know he's gonna
No,
come
no,
back
no.
because
You are the
now,
one who's
right,
lying.
guys. Please, I want you to read. All of us, at least, if you
Let me
understand
read
English.
it. Let me read it for
Okay.
you. Let me read
Wait,
it
wait,
for
wait, wait,
you.
wait, wait, wait. I
Let me
want to
read it
read
for you.
myself. I want to read myself. And listen,
Okay.
none of you shall approach
Mm-hmm.
anyone who is
Mm-hmm.
near of the king to
Of
you,
him.
Uh-huh.
to him,
Uh-huh.
to
Uh-huh.
uncover his nakedness. I
Uh-huh. Then
am the Lord.
continue.
Full stop. Full stop. It
Mm-hmm.
does not continue. It stopped there. And he continued to say that these are other people you should not also touch.
Then
The
no, no, no,
nakedness
no,
of
no,
your
no,
father or
no.
the nakedness of your mother. Can you see it? It's not explaining it. It's telling you who you shall not touch. That's why he said the nakedness of your father and the nakedness of your father. After mentioning your king, he now continue about your parents, which are your relative. It's not explaining anything. You just
Nope.
want to lie.
Nope. I'm not lying at all.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, brother. Hold on. Quran chapter 58, verse 22. Separate your direct relative from your kin. Go to that Quran chapter 58, verse 22. He separated
58.
your relative, your father, your son, then your kin.
Exactly.
He separated your father, but at the same time, make them your family in that verse. Quran chapter 58, verse 22. Separated them, but made them the same family. So
Wait, you will
my
never.
cousin's sister is my sister, bro. And that is why we have a lot
Fi,
of problem with
fi,
the NHS. Go ahead.
58:22. You will never find people who
Read
truly
it.
believe in
He
Allah.
separated the father, the son, and the kindred. Go ahead and read it.
You will never find people who truly believe in Allah and the last day, loyal to those who defy Allah and His Messenger, even if they were their parents, children, siblings, or extended family. For those believers, Allah has instilled faith in their hearts and strengthened. What what this has to do with anything?
What we are trying to show you is within the family, it doesn't stop with
Oh yeah,
father, son,
and this guy
and
he
your
says,
relative. Hold on. That verse is talking about your relative.
mm-hmm,
Yes. So my cousin's sister is not for me
mm-hmm.
to marry. It's not possible. I can't follow that today.
Where does it say in the Bible that that you cannot marry your cousin?
Okay,
And
we
knowing
just
that
showed you.
in Numbers in the book of
Yo,
Numbers, as
so
this guy
guys,
said,
let me.
Abbas.
He's
Wait,
saying
wait,
he's
wait.
explaining. No, no, no.
Yes, brother,
I'm,
number
I'm
36.
really
Tell him to read
angry
Yeah,
now.
number 36.
Now, go,
yeah.
guy. Hold on.
Numbers
Now,
God
you.
commanded
36.
Moses
Wait,
to
wait, wait, wait,
tell
wait, wait,
Mary
guys.
cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Who is this person? Aga, can you hold on? Now, you saying that he is explaining, right? That's what you said. The verse is explaining who your kin are. That's what you are talking about,
Yeah,
right? The verse
exactly,
is explaining who your kin are. That is what your claim.
exactly. There is no
So
mention of
are your
cousin there.
parents your kin? Because the next verse talk about your father and your mother. Are they
Mm-hmm.
your kin?
Oh my God, there is no mention
Can
of
you answer
cousin.
me? Can you
Answer that
answer me,
question.
please? Are
It's
your
not
Okay,
Yeah,
parents
okay,
your
B.
kin?
yes,
Okay,
your
B. Read
Your
father-in-law,
number
they're
parents are
your
36
your
what it
kin.
kin.
says.
Your parents
Read
Your
are your
on.
kin,
father,
right?
exactly,
Wait.
exactly. You're right. You're right.
Your parents are your kin. Show me the proof that your
Yes,
parents are your kin. Show me the proof
because
that your parents are your kin. Show me the proof. Just type there are your parents kin. Put it on Google or any search engine and let's see.
the the ver. Oh
This
my
is where I'm
God.
going to kick you.
Oh,
Your parents are your
you're
king. Show me now.
yeah. Let me read it. Let me read it for you. Let me read it for
Show
you.
me.
Okay.
Show
Okay.
me.
Show
Yeah, yeah,
us.
yeah.
Show
Let
us.
me read it.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me talk. Let me talk. It says, so uh, Z- Zelophehad's daughters did as the Lord commanded
That is not
Moses.
what we just asked you.
Zelophehad's
What am I
daughters,
asking you to read? I'm saying that
Meglah,
you,
Tirzah, and
bro,
Golah,
bro,
Milcah, and Noah
stop
married
now,
their
stop
cousins.
now. We have been
Married their
having nice
cousins
conversation,
on
and
their
you want to
father's
start
side.
lying because you want to defend Muhammad. You
You
are the one
are
that
a
says, li-
liberal. No, no, no. You
listen,
don't
listen,
care about
listen.
the
I'm not a
Bible. You
liberal.
are a
Listen to
liberal.
me now.
That's what you
You
are.
asked me to give you a verse in the Bible that says
Mhm.
marrying someone's king is bad.
No,
Is that not
someone's
what you asked me to
cousin.
do?
Someone's
Cousins.
cousin, not
So, and
someone's
we have
king.
established
Someone's
that,
cousin. Someone's
and we have
cousin.
established that your kin are your cousins, correct?
In this context, no.
In which context are you talking about?
In this context of this verse that you are literally showing us, it does not involve cousin, and the reason why I'm also justified of just
Bro,
reading
does the verse
because the
says none of
Bible
you shall
commands to marry your cousins.
wait. None of you shall approach anyone who is near of the king to him to
Hmm.
uncover his nakedness. I am the Lord. So who
Yes,
is that king that the Bible is talking about? King that is talking
it,
about.
it it talks of all of everyone except your cousins because it doesn't mention
Okay,
cousins.
so
No,
cousins are not your part of your king.
It doesn't mention
You
cousins.
are a
Very
Muslim.
simple.
You
hold on.
have
Okay.
to continue. I've kicked him.
I know at this point you kick him. Okay, now we just asked for 5 good example of what Muhammad have done that we can follow him, and this is the number one, and you cannot escape.
Guys, your king is
Is your
not your.
relative.
They are not your parents.
They are your
Okay,
relative.
they are your relative.
So if oh my days. So just look at 5 things and one you can't escape. Bro, I know you are happy OKB kicked you. I know you are very, very happy.
Yeah, I have to just kick him because the argument is not heading anywhere again. You have started manifesting. When they start manifesting, it's not when they have to defend Allah. It's when they start to defend Muhammad. That's when they have to start manifesting because they will want to defend Muhammad by all means.
Yeah, sorry. I called is it Agba? Agba Abbas. You came in and you were interrupting. What happened?
Okay, yeah, my brother, he was on point, on spot, but you were not reading what he was telling you to read. I'm going to prove it to you. Like our God in the Quran allowed us to marry cousin, your God of the Bible commanded Moses, the people of Moses, to marry cousin.
Now listen to
Read,
me. Now, hold on.
read,
Hold on.
brother.
OKB, please, I beg you. Now hold on.
I'm making a point,
Oh,
brother.
can
I'm
you
making a
hold on
point,
one
brother.
second? Can you hold on 1 second?
I'm making a point, and you stop in
No,
the
hold
middle.
on. I asked you to hold on. I invited you
Okay.
and I asked you to hold on. The question, I was the one that asked the question. I said, show us 5 things that Mohammed have done. I did not say compare Mohammed with people. I said, show me 5 things that he have done, okay, that we
So
can
you
follow today.
so you're admitting the God allowed
I am not,
commanded marrying cousin.
I'm starting afresh with you. Show me
Oh,
5
okay.
things that Mohammed have done that we can follow today.
So you don't want to talk about cousin marriage here, with the point you were making, no?
Focus on the question. Show me 5 things.
Okay. So I suppose I don't speak to cowards like you. Bye bye.
Mohammed, I know by this time you have eaten your late night food and you are going to eat another about 8 kilogram in the morning, about 8 gram in the morning again. Then you just keep afternoon. Now you have a lot of strength. So you want to come and lie. Oh, oh boy. We have one Yojo. That one has been shouting in comment section. Yojo, how are you? I know at this point he will run away too. So you are Pakistani. Yojo, can you come up? Mohammed is the only witness to himself. Is the Allah. According to Quran, Muhammad is the Allah.
That verse shows that You can't do it. You can't marry your kin. Anybody that is related to you by blood, you can't marry them. You cannot. And this guy continued to lie and twist the Quran because he wants to defend Muhammad. And that's what they do. Once you go to Muhammad, then they will throw away their honesty and start lying. That's what they do. Everybody, including your parents, including your friend, including your family, including your cousins, including anything that has to do with blood, they are your kin and you cannot marry them. That's what the Bible is saying. So you keep lying, you keep twisting word because you want to defend Muhammad. According to Allah, Muhammad can marry anything wearing skirt.
Yes.
Anything that is wearing skirt, he can do it. And Allah now said, this is the privilege that we give to you alone. And so people will be asking me, what did Muhammad benefited from? What will he benefit? He benefited a lot. Women, money, sex, power. Those are the benefits of Muhammad.
So here for now.
If you don't sleep like that.
Oh boy. I think I saw one this thing in one of our guys today. He said, why are you still a Muslim in 2026? 2026. Why are you still behind? The Quran said, Noah, I think all Noah's children died according to the Quran. Another Quran said, all Noah's children do not die. Muhammad copied everything. Everything.
You must copy it. It does not have any message. So the best you can do is to copy. What is the message of Islam? Nothing. Lie to people, deceive people. You can't marry your king. You can't. You just want to continue to lie because you want to defend Muhammad.
Nobody have the capacity to defend nobody. That is why they talk about Jesus alone. They don't complain about Moses. They just talk about Jesus alone.
Of course, because they believe that if they open the Muhammad, his bomb will smell. That's why they have to package him and continue to lie about him. If you are not happy about Muhammad, you just come to Jesus. He loves you. He wants you. He wants to save you. He does not want you to just die. Lying in and defending a man that you cannot start is indefensible. Come to Jesus. He loves you. He wants you. He loves you.
Islam is just a religion that is against women. You don't want women to have peace. You don't want anything that give women happiness. The Islam don't like it. That is
The
why
only
in
thing he wants is
Afghanistan,
that
Islam is actively working now. Islam in Afghanistan. The one in Afghanistan is the real Islam.
the guy was doing well. That was why we had the conversation for long. We come to Muhammad now. There's something happened.
So long
That's
as you are
something
talking
that the
about
Bible
Jesus,
explained the king.
so long as you're talking about Jesus, they can slow down and lie. But once you go, look at the way he read that Bible. That is it Quran? Yeah, that Quran 33. Very fast. He don't want you to hear the captive. He don't want you to hear the cousin.
Exactly. Maybe the guy never seen the verse before. Say. He said, "We agree with me. Think it's not in the Bible that you don't marry your king." Oh, Islam. That's why I like to discuss Jesus sometimes. Because when we were discussing Bible, everybody were insane. Everything was going well. But when it comes to defending Muhammad, that's where problems start. That's where you have to raise your voice. That's where you have to shout. That's where you have to do all sorts of things because you want to defend Muhammad. And the best option that you have sometimes is to start lying. They will start lying to you, start deceiving you. Think how many hours have I done now? Yeah, I think I've done 3 hours. Let's see. We can have 1 hour more and call it a day. So if you are a Muslim, come up. Why don't you believe in Christ? Why are you not a Christian? Quran says you should believe in Jesus.
Islam is a business. And immediately people discover that Islam is a business. I think the Arab, like Saudi
Guys, please
Arabia,
tap on your screen. Tap on your screen. Share the live.
I think Saudi Arabia has made a lot of money. They are tired of Islam already. They are beginning to relax their laws. They are tired of Islam. They want to move forward now. UAE is moving forward as well. They are leaving Islam. That is why they have to use their hair to welcome Trump. They are leaving Islam. They are going back to their culture. So gradually everybody will run away. Then the countries that want peace can then have Christianity and enjoy peace. You say funny people, but you ran away when we invited you. Come, bro. We want to know. Hope you are not fasting. Hope you are not fasting because according to your hadith, you said that fasting is not for Muslims. And look at the topic.
Islam. Islam, kafirun.
Only religion. What we are agitating for right now is we protecting women. So long as you have a daughter or you plan to have a daughter tomorrow, you have to be against Islam because he has already programmed the men not to see your daughter as human being. Say they are just like farmland that you should jump into it the way you want.
Hmm. Which is where. If you are a Muslim, request stop.
I don't think we have. If you just have some important things you need to show people, just show them. We don't have. We don't have any Muslim currently. The one we have, people we have today that they are Muslim. They are those guys that are making money online by lying to people. Then the ones that are being paid to do jihad. Then the T guys. There is no reasonable Muslim again that can be proud of Islam and come outside and say, no, Islam is the best religion. It's a religion of peace. Nobody. We don't have anything like that.
Yeah.
Nothing.
If I mean, I don't go shame.
They are all running. All of them.
If you have anything you want to show, you can just display it. Once it is, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Islam has been cooked already. Nothing. Nothing again. Because, okay, look at how can you be the only person that brought Islam? You are the first Muslim. You brought the whole information. Allah never appeared to anybody to confirm what you are saying. How do people trust only one person information? Not even one Muslim on earth has ever talked to this Jibril or Allah. Only Muhammad. How do you trust one person to lie to you? At least 2, 3 people should say the same thing. Then you say this thing is possible.
They are Muslim now.
You say you don't think debating is going to solve any problem. We discovered that the whole terrorists on earth are Muslim. That is why you see they are outside debating Muslims. We don't debate to make you change your religion. We debate to show people that the whole Boko Haram team, ICC, all of them are Muslim. That is why you are seeing us outside today. So don't think we are debating to win you to anything. But if we win you, if we help you to leave terrorism, no problem. Outside that, we are debating to help people know, create awareness of what you guys are doing to human beings. So saying coming to debate does not change anything. No, it changed something. It is important for people to know what is attacking them. What they are following, the Gaza Palestine fight, is according to Quran and Hadith. The information is there. Okay, say no God exists and no God will ever save. Just limit your free. Bro, come outside. Come up and tell us about no God exists. Come and tell me, how do you know about free will? Come and tell me. Is graping your child wrong? In a country that does not have, let's say, the current law that we are using.
Now, those people are keep at warning. They are
No, this one is, I think this one is an
wanna be
atheist. It's
they
an
are wanna
atheist.
be.
He said there is no God. We do not have problem with that. Come up and tell us, how do human beings exist?
All this one are wanna be.
This Shady. Shady, please come and teach me about free will. I want to learn from you.
Guys, tap on your screen, share the live.
Come, I don't know what you're saying. I'm just hearing it for the first time. What is free will? How do you get to know about free will? Come and teach me. Then come and explain to me, how do you share the same lineage with baboon? According to science, you say you share the same ancestors with ape. Come and explain to me. Or you don't believe in science as well? Eh, those are the worst. They are even worse than Muslims. You don't know the difference between good and bad. All you know is, if somebody make law, fine. If nobody make law, go about and sleep with people's wife, no problem.
Oh, you who have believed, you can sleep with them. You can just continue to sleep with them. The father of your paternal.
Yeah, he say what is free will? Is it okay if I grape your? If it is my will to grape your wife, is it okay?
Anyways, if there is no Muslim again coming up, call it a day. I'll see you guys tomorrow by God's grace. I wish you guys all the best. God bless you guys. See you. God bless you.
Mon Bigny. tẹ́ ẹ bá rí i pé àwọn ẹlẹ́bọ ti ń gbà wọ́n ti ń kírun wákàtí 5 wọ́n dẹ̀ ti ń gbààwẹ̀ Ramadan ṣé ẹ máa continue pẹ̀lú ìyí táwọn ẹlẹ́bọ ń ṣe yẹn àbí ẹ máa jáwọ́ nínú tán ṣe.
jáwọ́ ń bẹ̀ ọlọ́run ti gbàkóso náà ráyè wọn ni wọ́n ti bọ́ sójú ọ̀nà tó mọ́.
Ọlọ́run ò gbàkóso àní wọ́n ti ń ṣe kí Islam tó dé àwọn ẹni yìí ti ń ṣe kí Islam Muhammadu ló kàn jí wọn wò.
Wọ́n jí wọn wò ṣe báwo lẹ́yìn ṣe mọ̀ pé ó jí wọn wò ó yẹ mọ́ evidence ibi tó ti jí wọn wò wá.
torí wípé wọ́n ti exist before Prophet Muhammad ṣé kí n fún ilé rí i pé wọ́n exist before Prophet Muhammad.
ẹyẹ mu wá ẹ mu jáde mú wò.
Okay, historical evidence ó fi wọ̀n wá pé àwọn Sabians they existed before Prophet Muhammad and they have been performing their right wọ́n ti ń kírun wákàtí 5 yẹn kó tó di pé Muhammad di òjíṣẹ́. And moreover tẹ́ bá wo náà tafsir Ibn Kathir ó ṣàlàyé ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sínú Quran chapter 2 verse 62. Allah ń ṣàlàyé àwọn ènìyàn kan níbẹ̀. Allah ní yá ayọ́ alladhina amanu ó ní inna alladhina amanu wà alladhina hadu wà nasara wà sabiyin. Ó ní dájúdájú àwọn tó gbàgbọ́ ní òdodo àti àwọn Yehudi Nasara àti Sọ́bíù, that is àwọn Allah ń dárúkọ àwọn ìjọ kan láàrin àwọn ìjọ tá Allah ń dárúkọ àwọn ìjọ tó ti síwájú Prophet Muhammadu ni. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wò ó ní inna alladhina amanu dájúdájú àwọn onígbàgbọ́ òdodo wà alladhina hadu àwọn Yehudi wà Nasara àwọn Nasara, that is the Christians, àti àwọn Sọ́bì wà Sọ́bìhìnà. Àti pé the Yehudi, the Nasara and the Sabians are before Prophet Muhammad. Did we get ṣé òótọ́ nìyẹn ṣá àgbà yẹn gbọ́?
Òótọ́ ni àwọn sàábé ti wà síwájú ànábì.
Kì í ṣe àwọn sàábé wà Sọ́bìhìnà ni ṣe mọ àwọn tó ń pè ní wà Sọ́bìhìnà ṣùgbọ́n ṣe sàábé.
Bóyá àwọn wo ni sọ́ọ̀bì yìí ni àwọn wo.
So kó máa jẹ́ wípé a wà fẹnu lásán sọ ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sínú tafsir al-Bagawi ni ó máa wù mí kájọ kọ́kọ́ kà. Ẹ má bínú ẹ jẹ́ kí n má fi gálárì mi hàn. So ó ní tafsir al-Bagawi lélẹ̀ ẹ rí i pé sura 2 aya 62 tá a kà yẹn náà ni a lọ wo tafsir rẹ̀ a fẹ́ wo àwọn tí àwọn Sabians ń jẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká wò. Ó ní Qatada said they are people who recite the psalms àwọn tó máa ń ka ìwé psalm worship the angels wọ́n máa ń worship áńgẹ́lì àwọn tí ń bọ áńgẹ́lì ní and they pray to Kaaba and they acknowledge God Almighty wọ́n mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run tó dọ̀run àtayé wà o ṣùgbọ́n they worship the angels. Mr. Albashiri ṣé a ti rí according to tafsir al-Bagawi wípé lótìtọ́ àti lódodo àwọn Sabians yìí wọ́n máa ń bọ áńgẹ́lì. Ṣé ẹ ti rí i pé wọ́n ń bọ áńgẹ́lì àwọn Sabians yẹn they worship the angels.
lè kí láńgẹ́lì.
By Malaika.
Màláíkà ṣé
Ṣé ẹ
bí
ti rí
Allah lẹni táwa ń sìn kí wá ní màláíkà kan ń bọ.
ohun tí mò ń sọ nìyẹn pé ṣé ẹ ti rí i pé àwọn Sabians yẹn wọ́n ń bọ Malaika.
Ẹ ń bọ màláíkà ò dẹ̀ ń ṣe Ọlọ́run.
Iná mò ń sọ kò kí ń ṣe ẹ̀yin mùsùlùmí mò ń sọ àwọn Sabians ṣé ẹ ti rí i pé wọ́n ń bọ Malaika tán bá dẹ̀ ti ń bọ Malaika ṣé ẹ rí i pé ẹlẹ́bọ ni wọ́n.
Báwo náà ṣe jẹ́ lẹ́bọ.
Wọ́n ń bọ Malaika sẹ́ni tí ń bọ Malaika sókò kí ń ṣe ẹlẹ́bọ ni ṣé mùsùlùmí lẹni tí ń bọ Malaika ni màsà.
Báwo ṣé màláíkà ṣe mọ̀ pé tó bá náà bọ̀ nǹkan wọ́n máa gbé e kalẹ̀ báyìí ń sìn pé ojúbọ lélẹ̀ wọ́n á máa bọ́ wọ́n á máa tẹ epo sí. Ṣé màláíkà jẹ́ nǹkan tán lè gbé kalẹ̀ tán máa bọ́.
Kí ni Yorùbá worship Mr. Aboyemi mo ṣe mistake kíní kí ni Yorùbá worship.
Ẹni pé wọ́n ń sìn náà ni.
Ok wọ́n ń sin Malaika.
Ṣe wá mọ̀ pé níbi bẹ̀rẹ̀ ń sìn wọ́n kọ ilé yìí ni wọ́n lè yí nǹkan padà nǹkan tó kọ ni wọ́n lè yá nǹkan mélòó fún nǹkan tó lè yí padà ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ṣé ẹ ti rí nígbà tí mo ti wá yí padà according to your tafsir àwọn onímọ̀ yẹn tó nímọ̀ ju àfáà yẹn lọ ṣé ẹ ti rí pé àwọn ẹni yìí wọ́n ń sin áńgẹ́lì.
Nǹkan tẹ́mi ṣàfẹ́rẹ́ kẹ́ mọ̀ ni pé wọ́n ń sin áńgẹ́lì áńgẹ́lì ò ń ṣe nǹkan tán lè sìn wọn ò lè gbé kalẹ̀ kán mọ́ sìn.
Bọ̀ n tí àfáà yín sọ nìyẹn n tí Bagawi sọ nìyẹn.
Gbọ́n ẹ máa bọ́rọ̀ yín lọ.
Kò mí wípé ẹ jẹ́ kí n dá yín lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lórí nǹkan kan. Kò mí wípé bóyá wọ́n gbé kalẹ̀ wọ́n sìn. Tó o bá ẹlòmíì lè mọ ẹlòmíì ó lè má rí èṣù rí yóò dẹ̀ forí balẹ̀ fún ní anywhere tó bá wà. Ẹlòmíì lè má rí anything rí yóò dẹ̀ máa forí balẹ̀ fún. But n tí worship wọn yẹn what they attach their mind with. Àwọn míì ń bọ òrùn, àwọn míì ń bọ òṣùpá, àwọn míì ń bọ oríṣiríṣi nǹkan. Kò kí ń ṣe pé bóyá
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni,
wọ́n rí òrùn wà wájú wọn báyìí. Kò kí ń ṣe pé bóyá
bẹ́ẹ̀ni,
wọ́n rí òṣùpá rí. But they
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
know that this their worship is going to so thing. N tá à ń jẹ́ kó yé yín nìyẹn. Ṣé ẹ ti rí
Ẹ̀hẹ́n,
pé àwọn Sabians yẹn pé ẹlẹ́bọ ni wọ́n according to this
ẹ̀hẹ́n.
tefsir Kùránì sura 2 aya 62.
Ẹ má bínú, mo fẹ́ béèrè nǹkan. Ẹ ní wọ́n ń bọ
Ẹ má ti
màláíkà.
béèrè béèrè ẹ jọ̀ọ́.
Ok,
Ṣé ẹ rí i pé wọ́n ń bọ màláíkà?
mò ń gbọ́, mo rí.
Tó bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣàdúrà they
Hmm,
pray to Kaaba. Wọ́n máa ń ṣàdúrà kọjú sí Kaaba.
hmm.
Ẹ̀hẹ́n. God bless you. So àwọn tí tó máa ń ṣàdúrà kọjú sí Kaaba yìí ṣe ẹlẹ́bọ níwọ̀n àbí wọn kì í ṣe ẹlẹ́bọ tán dẹ̀ ń kírun tán dẹ̀ ń worship tán ń bọ áńgẹ́lì yìí ṣé
Ṣé
ẹlẹ́bọ
ẹ mọ̀
níwọ̀n àbí
pé
wọn kì í ṣe ẹlẹ́bọ.
ṣé wọn ò dárúkọ pé wọ́n kírun bẹ́ẹ̀, wọ́n ń bọ màláíkà ni wọ́n sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Iná mo ń sọ má bínú mi ò tí
Ẹ̀hẹ́n,
ì sọ ọmọ mọ́ ń kírun báyìí.
kọjú sí
Wọ́n ń
Káàbà,
sin
Káàbà.
màláíkà
Ẹ̀hẹ́n,
wọ́n dẹ̀ ń kọjú sí Kaaba
wọ́n ń
ṣàdúrà
sin
they pray
màláíkà.
to the Kaaba.
Wọ́n dẹ̀ kọjú sí
Ṣẹ́ẹ́dì bọ̀
wọ́n dẹ̀
ẹlẹ́bọ
kọjú sí Káàbà.
bọ̀ èmi àti yín jọ
Síwájú kí
agree pé
Islam tó ṣe
ẹlẹ́bọ
kí
ni
ni?
wọ́n àbí kí
Síwájú kí
Islam
Islam
tó
tó
dé
ṣe kí
sẹ́mi
ni?
àti yín jọ agree
Kó
pé
tó
ẹlẹ́bọ ni
dé.
wọ́n sà kí Islam
Ẹ̀hẹ́n.
tó dé
So
sẹ́mi àti yín jọ agree pé ẹlẹ́bọ ni wọ́n sà
àṣebẹ́yìn náà lẹ kà á jáde, mi agree.
ẹ agree.
Ẹ̀yin lẹ kà á jáde, nǹkan tó ń kọ ni ẹ search ẹ̀ jáde ni most wọ́n lè ti yí padà, gbogbo nǹkan
No,
ló ń yí padà,
mo fẹ́
nǹkan wọ́n lè ti tún nǹkan míì fi sí, wọ́n lè ti
ẹ lọ ẹ ẹ
mọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe kà á jáde, mo ti gbọ́.
Mr. Abashiri ẹ hold on ẹ farabalẹ̀ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣe rí àìmọ̀kan yín lẹ̀ ń display fún àwọn ènìyàn láàrin ó dẹ̀ máa ya àwọn mùsùlùmí lẹ́nu pé ẹ lè sọrú yẹn pé àwọn lè
Ẹ
jí
mọ̀
padà
pé
ṣe rí àwọn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀
ẹ
yìí
má bínú,
àwọn ẹ hold on ẹ jọ̀ọ́
ẹ jọ̀ọ́ tó
ẹ
yọ náà.
hold on no ẹ hold on àwọn tí wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ wọn yìí they are people that has been existing before the advent of Islam kó tó di pé wọ́n bí baba ńlá kú baba Muhammadu ní àwọn Sabians yìí that is when they have been existing now kó tó di pé wọ́n bí Muhammadu náà ti wà existing kò sí anything tó fẹ́ yí padà nínú rẹ̀ ìtàn ò lè paradà n táwọn ènìyàn gbélé ayé wọn ṣe kò lè paradà náà. So according to your scholars a máa fún yín ní tẹ̀fsíìrì odidi méjì ẹyọ kan la sì wà lórí rẹ̀ nísìn nítorí pé ẹ fẹ́ gba òtítọ́ ẹ sáà ń yí wa síbè ẹ ń yí wa sí poro. Mr. Obashiri ẹjọ́ for the last time ṣe ti rí i pé àwọn Sabians yìí ẹlẹ́bọ ni wọ́n dẹ̀ ń sin áńgẹ́lì ṣe ti rí ẹjọ́ according to your tefsir ẹ sáré pé mi ò sọ pé according to the Bible báyìí ẹ ọ̀ mute mic yín Mr. Albashir. ṣe ti rí pẹ́lẹ́bọ ni wọ́n sà.
Mo ń gbọ́ yín, mo ń gbọ́ yín.
mo ní ṣe ti rí pẹ́lẹ́bọ ni àwọn Sabians yẹn Quran chapter 2 verse 62 ló sún adé bíbá ẹ̀.
Àní gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ mo ti rí.
gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ṣe fi yẹn nínú
sọ.
ìwé yín gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ṣe fi yẹn nínú tefsir al-Bagawi so bó ṣe wà ń bẹ̀ nìyẹn so ẹ jẹ́ ká wo tefsir ibùnú
Tẹ̀fsírì
kẹfì
lẹ
ṣé ẹ
pé
ti gbọ́ tefsir
kí ni ìtumọ̀ nǹkan tó ń pè ní tẹ̀fsírì?
ẹ farabalẹ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ kí n lose patience mi mo ṣàlàyé fún yín tẹ́lẹ̀ pé inú tefsir mo fẹ́ wá kà ẹ̀yin lẹ ní àwọn kí lorúkọ rẹ̀ ẹ ní àwọn Sabians pé àwọn èèyàn wo làwọn Sabians ẹ farabalẹ̀ jọ
dúró.
ẹ ní àwọn èèyàn wo làwọn Sabians mo wá ní wípé mi ò ní fẹ́ nu sọ fún yín pé ká wá sínú tefsir yín mo mọ̀ pé tefsir àlàyé Quran ni kí lẹ tún fẹ́ sọ pé ṣé mo mọ̀
Ṣé mọ̀ pé àlàyé Quran ẹ̀ ń sìn, ṣé mọ̀ pé èèyàn ló fẹnu ṣàlàyé ẹ̀?
àwọn èèyàn ló sọ ohun tó ń tẹ̀lé
Àsọdùn
náà
wà ń bẹ̀.
àwọn
Ẹlòmíì máa fi àsọdùn sí nǹkan tiẹ̀ náà.
ẹ má wọrí Mr. Albashiri ká má bàa ka àsọdùn títí wa ẹ jọ ẹ fún wa ní tẹ̀fsírì tá a lọ tí ò sàsọdùn nínú rẹ̀ tó dẹ̀ ṣàlàyé àwọn Sabians pàápàá tẹ̀ bá rí fún wa ẹ̀ ń drop lórí eré ẹ jọ you cannot downplay our effort here because you don't have any sense you don't have anything to offer ẹ ní kankan láti present You cannot downplay our effort here, then have nothing to present. Kò kí ń ṣe wípé ẹ máa rubbish tẹ́ bá tiẹ̀ rubbish tá a fẹ́ sí tá à ń ṣe yìí kò sí problem, but you rubbish it with at least something. You rubbish it with an evidence. You rubbish it with something that makes much sense than what we are saying. Láti ìgbà tẹ́ ti sọ fún mi pé ẹ̀ nímọ̀ kéwú ẹ̀ sí kinní kan lóye ni mo ti ń fura sí yín. Mo dẹ̀ sọ fún yín ẹ bá wa share rẹ̀ sáfà yín tó nímọ̀ jù yín lọ, that they can explain this thing more better than you. But see you are here. Àfáà wo ní onímọ̀ tí ó sọ pé tẹ̀síìrì Ibn Kathir ò mọ tó ń sọ, tí ò ní Àbágábí ò mọ tó ń sọ, tí ò ní oríṣiríṣi àwọn tẹ̀síìrì yẹn ò mọ tí wọ́n ń sọ. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, Ọlọ́run ò ní lọ́wọ́ alọ́pọlọ lórúkọ Jésù. Mr. Gentle Soul, ẹ jẹ́ bá mi gbé Gentle Soul sókè. Mi ò rí wọn gbé ni o, mo ti lọ síbẹ̀ mi ò rí wọn gbé. Mr. Akawu, ẹ ọ̀ mí tí máìkì yín sà.
Ibi tá a bá dé lẹ́ẹ̀kan sáfíìsì ò já ríbi sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa ó yẹ kó ti ṣe báyìí. Ẹ ń fi àdìtì kan ràn mí lọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, àdìtì yẹn gangan ni mo fẹ́ rí. Ẹ ń fi ràn mí lọ Ibn Bukhari.
Mo ní àwọn ìdílé Kùrẹ́ṣì kí Islam tó dé sẹ́lẹ̀bọ̀ níwọ̀n bí wọn kì í sẹ́lẹ̀bọ̀.
Kò sí kan tí ń jẹ́ ìdílé Kùrẹ́ṣì kí Islam tó dé.
Ẹ fún alẹ́ rí ń tẹ̀sán.
Kí ni nǹkan tó fà ìdílé Kùrẹ́ṣì yìí? Àwọn tó ń tako ẹ̀sìn tó ànábì gbé wa làwọn Kùrẹ́ṣì. Kò sì sí kan tí ń jẹ́ Kùrẹ́ṣì lẹ́yìn ìgbà tánábì dé làwọn Kùrẹ́ṣì tó dé, tó pé wọ́n ń tako ànábì ni. Ẹ lè sọ fún mi pé Kùrẹ́ṣì kankan wà fọ́ ànábì. Kò síbi kankan tí gbogbo wọn ti kọ́kọ́ tí wọ́n ti wá. Ẹ gbé ibi tẹ́ ti gbé jáde pé Kùrẹ́ṣì ti wá bífọ́ ànábì.
Olódò ni yín wàláhì, tẹ́ bá farabalẹ̀ ẹ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́, tẹ́ bá farabalẹ̀ ẹ rí mọ̀, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ tẹ́ bá ti farabalẹ̀ ẹ ní
ẹ kọ́ mi.
So tẹ́ bá ti farabalẹ̀ ẹ rẹ́kọ̀ọ́.
Mo fẹ́ gbọ́ yín, ẹ kọ́ mi.
Ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni wípé Mr. Kawu.
No, the tusi ẹ ní sùúrù ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má bínú. Ẹ ní Muhammed ti wà kí àwọn Kùrẹ́ṣì tó wà bí. Ó yẹ evidence.
Àwọn Kùrẹ́ṣì yìí dìde against ànábì ni. So ẹ lè sọ pé Kùrẹ́ṣì wà before ànábì, àwọn oníjẹ́ Kùrẹ́ṣì.
Evidence.
Ṣé Kùrẹ́ṣì lẹ́yìn ni?
Accepted. Ó yá ẹ fún wa ní evidence. Àfẹ́ àròyé rárá. Tó wọn bá ti ṣe kí ni ẹ drop wọn kọ́ máa lọ.
Evidence wà, kò sí pé ẹnìkankan drop ẹnìkankan. Ṣé ẹ rí kíní kẹlẹ̀ ń ṣe ẹni sùúrù kíní kẹlẹ̀ ń ṣe alẹ́ òun náà mo fẹ́ fún yín lẹ́fídẹ́ǹsì.
Ó yá evidence la need. Okay.
Kíní kẹlẹ̀ ń ṣe.
Ẹ fọ̀rọ̀ kíní kan lẹ̀ evidence.
Ẹni sùúrù nǹkan dá ń ṣe yìí.
Evidence ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run ẹ má waste time wa ẹ fún wa evidence ẹ gbàgbé kíní kan la need. Evidence pé wọ́n ti wà kí Muhammed ti wà kí wọ́n tó dé yẹn. Evidence la need. Nǹkan tẹ́ bá ti sọ òun ló máa ṣe kíní fún yín ó ti tán.
Aláìmọ̀kan pọ̀ nínú ìsìlámù wàláhì. Mr. Kawu, ṣé ẹ rí ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ sọ yẹn, ẹ má máa sọ orú ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn mọ́, cause ẹ lè rẹ́rìí tẹ́ sọ yẹn. Àwọn èèyàn ní Prince, àwọn èèyàn ní kẹ́dà àkọ́kọ́ calm down, Prince ẹ̀dá àkọ́kọ́ ẹja sànù wọn ò lẹ́rìí. Wọ́n kàn fẹ́ jàǹfààní ìmọ̀ wa tá a ní bíbá yìí ni, wọ́n fẹ́ jàǹfààní rẹ̀ ní bọ̀ kán bá farabalẹ̀ dáradára wọ́n jẹ àǹfààní rẹ̀ tí ó tẹ̀ràn, in fact wọ́n mú mi lé Ọlọ́run ní dàwálé ní yèrú Kawu. So ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni wípé ẹ má máa sọ tó bá dijọ́ mi mọ́, ẹ má máa sọ wípé ìdílé Kùrẹ́ṣì pé kò sí tí ń jẹ́ ìdílé Kùrẹ́ṣì kó tó di pé wọ́n bí Prophet Muhammadu, pé lẹ́yìn Prophet Muhammadu ní ìdílé Kùrẹ́ṣì dìde, ẹ má máa sọ báyẹn mọ́. Àwọn afáà tó wà ní comment section gan ẹ rí i pé wọ́n máa fi yín sí ẹ̀yẹ́ nítorí pé wọ́n rí i pé ẹ ò nímọ̀ nípa tẹ̀ ń sọ. So Mr. Kawu, ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé ìdílé Kùrẹ́ṣì àwọn ìdílé tí Prophet Muhammadu gangan tó ti jáde ni. Ẹ jẹ́ bá mi gbé bravat, ẹ jẹ́ kí n invite wọn direct. Ìdílé tí Prophet Muhammadu gangan ti jáde ni. Ẹ lè lọ make research yín. When you make research about it, you definitely find the result that Muhammadu ìdílé tó ti jáde ní ìdílé Kùrẹ́ṣì. Bàbá rẹ̀ Abdulmutalib olórí sani ní ìdílé Kùrẹ́ṣì. Ìdílé Kùrẹ́ṣì they are the tribe that are in charge of the Kaaba. Àwọn náà jẹ́ ẹ̀yà tó jẹ́ pé àwọn náà jẹ́ olórí nínú tán ṣe àbójútó.
ẹ̀yin gan tẹ́ ẹ wá sí ibí as a full grown man tẹ́ ti kóyàn bíi 5 jọ ẹbọ náà lẹ́yìn náà ṣe kò síbi tí Christian ti gbé jáde fún yín pé kẹ́ ẹ bá
Mr.
àní
Kawu
kò
wá bá
mẹ́bí
tẹ̀sí
ẹ má
ẹ
ti
tú
sọ di
àkùkọ lẹ̀
wàhálà.
wèrè lélẹ̀ ṣá ó ní àwọn kan ti wà kò mú evidence wá
Prince
kò rí mú wá wọ́n tún
ẹjọ́
fẹ́ fún ẹ evidence ó tún ní kí ló máa ń sàwọn people iná náà.
Prince ẹjọ́ ẹ dákun I appreciate yín but nevertheless a fi sùúrù ìyanjú rẹ fún wa lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan náà ni. I appreciate yín o, we really do appreciate you, God bless you, but afa àwọn mùsùlùmí tó wà ní comment section gan nígbà tí mùsùlùmí kan sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan ẹ rí i pé wọ́n ń type ní comment section gbogbo wọn ń ṣe fetefetefete ṣùgbọ́n ẹ ti dójú tì wọ́n kò sẹ́ni tó lè sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ nínú wọn wọn ò pé irú ọ̀rọ̀ rádaràda wo ní jáde lẹ́nu Kawu yìí so bóyá ẹ nímọ̀ nípa tẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ ni but àwa gbà ládùúrà wípé ẹ ò ní kú sínú ìgbèkùn Muhammadu ló fi yín sínú ìgbèkùn Allah ló fi yín sí condition tẹ́ wà kò dẹ̀ kí ń ṣẹ̀bi yín o mo mọ̀ wípé kálẹ̀ mọ̀ wípé inú ìgbèkùn lẹ wà ní lálẹ́ yìí ẹ̀yin gangan ó wá gbogbo ọ̀nà láti jára yín kúrò nínú ìgbèkùn tẹ́ wà nítorí pé à ń sọ̀rọ̀ ìdílé Kùrẹ́ṣì. ẹ má bínú olódò ayé àtọ̀run ni ó sọ fún mi pé ìdílé Kùrẹ́ṣì lẹ́yìn Prophet Muhammadu ní tí ń jẹ́ ìdílé Kùrẹ́ṣì wá so ẹ jọ ẹ lọ kéwú Kawu níta fi kọ́ Kawu yẹn kéwú ló yẹ kẹ́ lọ kọ́ ló dáa fún wa Mr. Gentle so ṣe wà ń bẹ̀.
bẹ́ẹ̀ sọkúsọ ló ń sọ kó lórí ẹ̀.
ṣé mùsùlùmí ni Ìsà ẹ̀rí wa ẹ̀mí rẹ̀ ò gbé ó wò pé ibo lòun ti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ báyìí sáyé òun ní ta lókè ibi tó ń wáyé ó yà sọra rẹ̀ dẹ́ni ilẹ̀ ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ẹni ilẹ̀ tẹ́ bá tẹ́ni fún yóò ka ẹni yóò wá yíra mọ́lẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹni lẹ́lẹ̀ gan àwọn ẹni lẹ́lẹ̀ míì ya wèrè tó jẹ́ pé tẹ́ bá bá wọn rẹ́ orí táìsì báyìí wọ́n làwọn ò ní sùn orí táìsì inú eruku inú wò lọ́mọ yíra wọn mọ́ irun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí bàbá tá a gbé sókè ní ìsìn tó sáré drop ara rẹ̀ nù ó ní àwẹ̀ yìí ọ̀sẹ̀ ló ń sọ ó kàn drop ara rẹ̀ ẹni eruku ni àwọn èèyàn ẹsẹ̀ nílẹ̀ eruku ni wọ́n lọ yíra wọn mọ́nú eruku tí wọ́n tọ́ sí yóò dára fún wa big glory ṣe wà níbẹ̀ ẹni eruku tí mo lè táìsì fún ẹni eruku tí mo kì í lè táìsì fún ẹni bàbá tó bọ́ lẹ́yìn so big glory ṣe wà níbẹ̀. Meet Mike yín o big glory. Big glory àti send invite ti accept ẹ kalẹ̀. Mùsùlùmí ni àbí Christian?
ṣé ń gbọ́ mùsùlùmí ni.
Ìyá yóò dára fún wa lórúkọ Jésù.
kí ló dé kí lè rí tẹ́ fi ń pe mùsùlùmí ní ẹbọ
Kò
tẹ́
ní
fi ń pe
bàjẹ́
àwọn tó ń gbààwẹ̀ àtẹni
kò
tó
ní
ń
bàjẹ́
kírun
fún yín lágbára Ọlọ́run ká ní mo
tẹ́
ní
fi ń
kàn
pe
yín
lọ.
bí o bá fún yín ní one coin cause n tẹ́ béèrè yẹn ìbéèrè tó yẹ káwọn mùsùlùmí gangan máa béèrè nìyẹn ṣùgbọ́n wọn ò ní béèrè kí lẹ rí o tẹ́ fi ń sọ ọ̀rọ̀ báyìí ẹni tó bá lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó gbọ́n ní máa ń béèrè irú ìbéèrè tẹ́ béèrè yẹn so n tá a rí gan ó pọ̀ n tá a rí nínú Islam tàbí mọ̀ wípé kò kí ń ṣe fún ẹni tó bá ní òye ó pọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n a máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹjọ́ sẹ́lẹ̀ kó lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn ewúrẹ́ yẹn.
nítorí wọn á jìnnà sí mi díẹ̀.
Bóyá inú ilé náà wà ládùúgbò táwa náà nílé bákò wọn máa ń jí ẹran gbé so bóyá kí wọn bá jí ẹran gbé lẹ fi kó ọ̀nà ilé ẹ̀yin yẹn wọ ẹ jẹ́ ká manage for now jọ.
wọ́n máa mute tí wọn ò bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ tó tán bá ti fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀
ṣé ẹ máa gbọ́ mi ṣé ẹ ń gbọ́ mi.
yà à ń gbọ́ yín ẹ sáré sọ tẹ́fẹ́ tẹ́fẹ́ sọ́tàn kẹ́ mute à ń gbọ́ yín.
gbogbo èyí tẹ̀ ń ṣe ní láìpẹ́ bí bọ̀ eré fún ọ̀làfẹ́lẹ́ ti ṣe kìí ṣe pé ẹ̀ ń ṣe ní pé bí a níta ẹ̀ ń bá àyàn sọ báyìí pé mùsùlùmí.
àmọ́ ń ṣe níta o Mr. Big Glory ní last year ẹ jẹ́ kí n ṣàlàyé fún yín hold on ẹ̀yin lẹ̀ sí gbòòrò ayé àwọn ewúrẹ́ ṣé èdè pé ẹ̀yin gan lẹ súnmọ́ àwọn ewúrẹ́ kọ́sùn Muhammadu àkọsílẹ̀ rẹ̀ wà pé bóyá ó gbé ewúrẹ́ sùn.
ṣé
no
àwọn ta
mo
ni ò
lè
tó
bẹ
bẹ́ẹ̀
wíṣẹ
bàbá
ọmọ
rẹ̀
Ọlọ́run làwọn
Adépọ̀jù ọmọye ìgbà pé tó bá ní nọ́mbà kó pè kó
ẹjọ
béèrè tá a ti
ẹ jẹ́ ká
pè
fi
pé kó
lẹ̀
wá tó ń sá
ẹ má
ẹ
jẹ́
jẹ́ ẹmọ
ẹ
tí ò bá ẹmọ tó bá ti ṣe kinní bá èèyàn máa ń ran sílé ni àwọn ta ni ò tó bẹ́ẹ̀ are you okay with your sense àwọn béwúrẹ́ sùn sọ fáwọn àpò àtó bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ̀dẹ̀.
so ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé Mr Big Glory a ti ṣe ní last year lásán a ṣe public debate ìfọ̀rọ̀wérọ̀ ìta gbangba a ṣe odidi 4 ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ní ìlú 3 ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ńlá ti ṣe a ṣe 2 nìbàdàn a ṣe ẹyọkan ní Ogun State a dẹ̀ ṣe ẹyọkan ní Ondo State different kind of locations là ń ṣe ní ọdún yìí gan báyìí lálàá òlu kùtùkù òru ní sàn nítorí wípé ayé ìjọ́un lẹ́ẹ̀rí àwọn kìrìsìtẹ́nì tí wọ́n ní ẹ fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ ẹ má ṣe wọn ó pààyàn àwa rẹ́dì báyìí ká níbọn lẹ gbé dání kò sí wàhálà ẹ má gbé bọ̀ ẹ má sọ wípé ẹ̀mí wo tó nígbàgbà ta ni prophet Mákànjọ́lá ti sọ pé olè ni Muhammadu ó jalè wọ́n fẹ̀sùn olè kàn á ń sọ àwọn èèyàn ò fìbò mọ́ náà nígbàgbà ta náà ti sọ wípé Muhammadu bàbá wèrè ní gbangba ta la ti mọ̀ ń sọ ó fìgbà kan ya wèrè rí wọ́n fẹ̀sùn olè kàn ó ya wèrè if I catch you aside lásán kàwú kò sí nǹkan kan tẹ́ ẹ ṣe àmọ́ pé Fúlàní lẹ́yìn kò sí nǹkan kan tẹ́ ẹ ṣe Trump sì wá bá a dá sọ̀rọ̀ yín tí ó wáìpù gbogbo yín dànù kò sí nǹkan kan tẹ́ ẹ ṣe gbangba ti dẹkùn kékeré ti bẹ̀wò àwọn in fact tẹ́ bá ní kú lẹ́fẹ́ àwọn kan rẹ́dì láti kú láti polongo yìn rere Kristi yìí o we are ready to say it anywhere ọdún yìí Ìlọrin kó mọ múra àlejò wa o ẹ mọ múra mo ti táyín lólobó ẹ̀yin ọmọ Ìlọrin ẹ mọ múra àlejò wa Ìlọrin gangan là ń bọ̀ là ń gbé prógámù yìí bọ̀ in fact wájú ìta ọjà ọba gangan láti fẹ́ ṣe wájú gèrè Álímì ibẹ̀ gangan láti ṣe prógámù wa à á gba àyè níbẹ̀ tí wọ́n ta tẹ́ǹtì tẹ́ everybody yóò wà ẹ wà fi ti ara yín gbéyàwó ọ̀rọ̀ ọjà ọba nílọrin ìta ọba nílọrin lọ́jọba ibẹ̀ gangan láti fẹ́ ṣe prógámù ibẹ̀ gangan láti máa gbé ẹnu sí afẹ́fẹ́ wípé Muhammadu ó gbókò ọmọ kékeré sẹ́nu á dẹ̀ máa fún wọn lẹ́rìí wọ́n máa kà lójú screen báyìí ibẹ̀ gangan láti máa sọ wípé Muhammadu olè ni wọ́n fẹ̀sùn olè kàn wọ́n tún lọ́ọ̀kì aṣọ mọ́ Muhammadu lọ́rùn àwọn kinní yìí kò kí ń ṣe táwọn èèyàn mọ̀mọ́ náà ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn ti já àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé irọ́ lásán lẹ̀sìn Islam ẹ̀rọ àwọn tá à ń gbé sókè látàárọ̀ ẹnìkan lòun ò jẹun mọ́ o yóò lòun ò gbàwẹ̀ mọ́ o òun ti bu oúnjẹ sára òun ò lè gbẹ̀mí òun ò lè jẹ́ kẹ́mi òun bọ́ nítorí pé ó ti já gbogbo ìdè òkùnkùn tí mọ̀mọ́ fi dè ọmọlẹ̀ wọ́n ti já kúrò nínú rẹ̀ láti sí Islam. Good evening. So Ọlọ́run ní fi wá sílẹ̀ tá a bá rí mùsùlùmí ní mi níbẹ̀ kán lè wá sókè Big Glory ìbéèrè tẹ́ kọ́kọ́ béèrè yẹn tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ ká ṣàlàyé rẹ̀ fún ẹ lè sọ fún wa tó ká ṣàlàyé ìdí tá a fi ní wípé ẹ̀sìn Islam kò kí ń ṣẹ̀sìn téyìn ò fi bọ́ lọ́ọ̀ ní dáadáa tó bá ṣe Islam ọ wà nínú ẹni àfò láyé nínú ẹni òfò lálùkíámọ̀ òfò táyé tó ṣe ẹni wípé ọ̀fẹ́ pípanú lásán ọ̀sà yóò fẹ́ gbẹ̀mí rẹ̀ tó bá wá ikú pẹ́rẹ́ òfò àlùkíámọ̀ tó ṣe ó wà ní Quran chapter 19 verse 71 and 72 tó ní òsẹ́nì kankan nínú yín àyàfi kí ó wọ inú náà so Kùránì ló kàn dẹ́mu yín sí òfò àlùkíámọ̀ tó wà ń bẹ gangan nìyẹn. Big Glory. Big Glory o. Nẹ́tíwọ̀kì yìí ò dá Big Glory jọ. Àbí nẹ́tíwọ̀kì tèmi ni. Mo ń gbọ́ yín báyìí.
Ẹ jẹ́ n sọ̀rọ̀ náà.
Nẹ́tíwọ̀kì yìí ò dá ẹ lọ fix ẹ jọ. Ẹ lọ fix nẹ́tíwọ̀kì yín yóò dára fún wa. Oiso ti lọ àbí kí lè orúkọ yín sá ẹ unmute mic yín this my brother that just entered. Mr. So ti lọ.
OIS ó ti lọ.
Okay OIS ẹ káàbọ̀. Ṣé mùsùlùmí ní àbí kìrìsìtẹ́nì sá?
Kìrìsìtẹ́nì ni mí.
Yóò dára fún wa lórúkọ Jésù ẹ káàbọ̀. Kí ẹni fún wa láàrin 1 minute.
Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ ká yànnàná kí a ṣàlàyé dáadáa tí mo ń wò pé ẹ sọ fún àwọn mùsùlùmí tó ti ń gòkè látàárọ̀ ni pé kí ni wọ́n ti ẹ̀ ń pè láwẹ̀ gan.
Okay.
Nítorí pé gbogbo èèyàn bóyá ń rò pé nítorí tó bá jẹun nìkan náà ń pè ní àwẹ̀ tá a fi ń dà pọ̀ síra. Ìṣẹ́ra ẹni náà ń pè ní àwẹ̀. Mi ò mọ̀ bóyá Yorùbá yẹn yé wa. Nǹkan tó máa ń ṣe tó ò ṣe nítorí ìdí kan àbí ìdí kejì, òun gangan náà ń pè ní ìṣẹ́ra ẹni, èyí tí à ń pè ní àwẹ̀. Kì í ṣe oúnjẹ nìkan náà fi ń gba àwẹ̀. Ẹlòmíì lè decide mi ì ní fojú kan oòrùn, màá wà nílé màá máa bá ẹlẹ́dàá mi sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹlòmíì lè decide wípé ibikíbi tóun bá wà o, èní yìí o, nǹkan báyìí lòun ṣe, òun ò ní ṣe nǹkan tóun ṣe, òun ò lọ bíṣẹ́. Òun ni àwẹ̀ yẹn. So láìpẹ́ yìí náà mùsùlùmí bi mí pé kí ló dé tí mi ì fi gbààwẹ̀ Lent. Mo dẹ̀ ní pé kì í ṣe dandan ìgbà tí kì í ṣọ̀ranyàn. Ẹlẹ́dàá mi ni, bàbá mi ni. Ìgbà tó wù ni mo lè bá a sọ̀rọ̀, kò dẹ̀ fi ipá mú mi débi pé màá ní pé màá gbààwẹ̀. So òun ni mo rò pé irú ọ̀rọ̀ pé ìṣẹ́ra ẹni yẹn gan, àwẹ̀ yẹn gan, most mùsùlùmí kàn ń gbà ni. Wọn understand pé èèyàn máa ń ṣẹ́ra ẹni ni. Ìwà tán sì ń wù náà hàn wù, kì í ṣe pé ó yàtọ̀ sí ìwà tán wù tẹ́lẹ̀ náà. Ẹ sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan ọ̀rọ̀ yín tí mo gbá mú tí ó ṣe kókó jù tí mo gbá mú ní ọ̀rọ̀ yín. Ẹ sọ pé èèyàn fi ń súnmọ́ Ọlọ́run àbí bí ọ̀rọ̀ mi ì mọ Yorùbá tẹ́lẹ̀. Òun ni fi súnmọ́ Ọlọ́run ni àwẹ̀ wà fún. Kì í kàn ṣe pé òun gbà ó tún di next year wá tún gbà ó tún di next year wá tún gbà tí ò ní ìtumọ̀ kankan. Tó Ọlọ́run á ràn wá lọ́wọ́, nǹkan tí mo ní fún wa láti sọ. Ẹ ṣé gan tí ẹ gbà mí láàyè láti wá sí orí ètò yín. Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ mọ́ ràn yín lọ́wọ́.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká tàn ká dé ṣí aláìbù yẹn ó ti kókó. So ìṣẹ́ra ẹni ni a appreciate yín àwọn náà dẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ ti gbọ́ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ló tọ́ ìṣẹ́ra ẹni ni. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣé ìṣẹ́ra ẹni yìí ṣé Muhammadu lè ṣe ara rẹ̀ sá? Muhammadu kò lè ṣe ara rẹ̀. Kíní kan tó wà àdìtì kan tó wà tó jẹ́ pé Muhammadu ń lọ́ mọ́ ń kí sí Àìsà lọ́sàn-án àwẹ̀. Àìsà sọ wípé gbogbo aṣọ Muhammadu wa òun máa ń fi ọwọ́ òun máa fi ha spam kúrò lára rẹ̀ ni. Spam ò dá lára aṣọ Muhammadu rí. Bí ikùn ni ó máa yọ gbọ̀lọ̀ always ni ó máa yọ. Irú èèyàn tí Muhammadu jẹ́, irú olórí burúkú tí àwọn mùsùlùmí ń tẹ̀lé nìyẹn. Ọpọlọ mi ò ní lọ lórúkọ Jésù. Níra mi níyì. Gbogbo àyín tí Islam ti fẹ́ báyé ń jẹ́ lórúkọ Jésù, Ọlọ́run ó gbà yín là lórúkọ Jésù. Ẹ ṣé gan Mr. Otilo. Sure boss ẹ kalẹ́.
Ẹ kalẹ́ ẹ kú ètò.
Gbọ́ni fọlọ́run lókè ọ̀run sá.
Ẹ sà Ọlọ́run á bá wa ṣe. Èmi kọ́ wà ní comment section, mo bá yín tap mú láìkọ́, mo ń gbádùn prógámù yẹn. Ọwọ́ mi ló ṣe mistake invite yẹn, so mo ń like prógámù yẹn, mo máa ń always follow yín. And again ó ní mo sì lè sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ torí àárín wọn ni mò ń gbé, àárín wọn ni mo wà, so ó ní mo sì lè sọ̀rọ̀.
Tó bá di
tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn.
Nígbà kan tí àwọn èèyàn mi mọ̀, nígbà kan ṣọ́ọ̀pù mi ibi iṣẹ́ mi kan wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mọ́ṣáláṣí. Nígbà tí mo bá wá láìfù wọn gba alágbàlagbà ariwo wà máa wọ ọ̀nà àwùjá náà máa ń lò, ariwo wà máa wọ ọ̀nà láìfù tí mo ṣe ń rìn. Ọlọ́run o, ìjọ kan mo wá plan rẹ pé ìjọ kan nísì kúrò níbi tí n bá ti wá fẹ́ kúrò ńbẹ̀ ó yẹ odidi ọ̀sẹ̀ kan ń wà lọ ra àwùjá. Èmi náà wàá so mọ́ bóyá òpó náà ń wà connect life wa mọ́ prophet ní nǹkan connect life nǹkan fi fóònù lẹ̀ ń wà lọ wọn ò ní mẹ́tò. Èmi náà dàdúgbò ògùnjọ yẹn wọ́n ti fẹ́ pa èèyàn àwùjá lódìdí wọ́n rẹ̀ bá pariwo. Ọlọ́run ní fi wá sílẹ̀. I appreciate yín pẹ̀ ń bá wa tap. God bless you in Jesus name. So Mr. Showboy Intel ṣe.
Yes sir ẹ kú ètò sir.
Ẹ máa irú live tá à ń ṣe yìí ẹ kàn share rẹ̀ sí story yẹn ní TikTok àbí ká share rẹ̀ sí story yẹn ní WhatsApp àbí ká share rẹ̀ sí story yẹn ní Facebook. Ẹ mọ̀ pé kò kí n ṣe pé ẹ invite anybody, ẹ̀yin kàn share tó wù yín sí story yẹn. Then your friends might see it, then they will click it and join the live. So Ọlọ́run ní fi yín sílẹ̀ sir. God bless you. Ẹ ṣé gan, I appreciate you. So ó kù 2K tí a fi máa wọ 500K likes. Ẹjọ́ ẹ bá wa ṣe, ẹjọ́ àwọn ènìyàn Ọlọ́run kan bá wa tap, ẹ bá wa tap ẹjọ́.
Mo ń like mo máa always follow yín gan, mo like program àwọn people yẹn ẹranko ni wọ́n jàre, mi kò fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ yìí bí insult sí wọn ni.
ó yé mi
àánú wọn mo wà yẹn, ẹranko burúkú ni wọ́n ṣèyàn.
ẹ mọ rọra o, ẹ mọ jẹun fàtúlù yín o, wọn ò mọ láì dá o, in fact tán bá pààyàn báyìí wọn ò lálàá ti pa ẹ pa èèyàn ẹ sì lálàá pa Ọlọ́run ní dá wa níyè rú lórúkọ Jésù. Alárakùnrin kan ó máa ń kọ wáàyè fún prophet Muhammadu, ó sì kú. Àwọn Muhammadu ló pa o, àwọn fámìlì rẹ̀ tó wá gbé ọmọ yẹn wọ́n tó wá lọ sin, àwọn Muhammadu tó wá lọ lóru wọ́n tó wá lọ wú òkú rẹ̀ wọ́n wá jù sílẹ̀. Muhammadu àwọn fámìlì rẹ̀ tó sin, àwọn Muhammadu tó wú òkú rẹ̀ wọ́n tó jù sílẹ̀. Irú àwọn ìwà burúkú tó wà lọ́wọ́ àwọn olórí burúkú yẹn nìyẹn. Kò sí nǹkan kan tí wọ́n lè ṣe láti fi defend Muhammadu. They can go extra length. Mr. Boy, ẹni ká gbé yín sókè, á gbé yín sókè nísìnyí, ẹ̀tàn ti ya ni o, ẹ̀tàn ti sá lọ. Ọlọ́run ó gbá yín kúrò nínú èdè tẹwà.
Sá lọ ó rí i pé òun ti sí iléyà ni pé irú àgbá kan wò nílé.
Ó sì yé léyà lóòótọ́, ó sì léyà lóòótọ́ o. So tí ó sì wá bá wà ń bẹ̀, à ń retí wọn kàn jọ kan darapọ̀ mọ́ Uncle Adùn Ayọ̀mí.
mọ̀ pé nǹkan tí àwọn pípù tí wọ́n fi rò pé àwọn jẹ́ nǹkan nìyẹn. èmi bọ̀ yẹn tẹ bá mọ̀ pé kínní ṣẹlẹ̀ ìgbà àwọn bàbá wa ti fi àyè yẹn gbà wọ́n wá ti ń rò pé àwọn jẹ́ nǹkan nínú ayé yìí. wọn ò dẹ̀ mọ̀ káwọn ọmọ tá a wà ń sìn àṣàkẹ́ làwa gan. bí wọ́n bá láwọn ò ní gbà wá gan ò ní gbà ni. àwọn bàbá yẹn lè rí cheat tí wọ́n ṣàfi wọ́n lẹ́ o ní orúkọ burúkú tó ń pè yín yẹn inú yín dẹ̀ ń dùn pé ẹ tẹ mọ̀ pé ó ní wàhálà ni wọ́n ẹ ṣàfi wọ́n sílẹ̀ ìwọ bọ́ọ̀ tó wá sókè ní mi ò tiẹ̀ rántí orúkọ ẹ tó ń sọ pé tẹ bá tó bẹ̀ àwọn tí táwọn ta ní bá tó bẹ̀ are you okay with your sense àti ìwọ ọmọ Fúlàní tí wọn náà sọ pé tí o bá pàdé ẹnìkan ṣé àwọn ẹranko Yorùbá tó bá wà ń bí sìn tán jẹ́ mùsùlùmí ṣé kò ti yẹ kán mọ̀ pé ọ̀daràn irú ẹ̀yin ọ̀daràn báyìí tóun lọ sọ pé tí wọ́n bá lọ pàdé èèyàn kan wàá ṣe kí ọpọlọwọ ò ní lọ o.
ní Jésù. Mr. Uncle Ayọ̀mí ó dàbí pé nẹ́tíwọ́ọ̀kì yín ni ò dáa o, àti invite yín ẹ̀yin lẹ wá sókè o. Prophet Nicholas, you are welcome, sir. So Mr. Uncle Ayọ̀mí ẹ wá sókè o. Tá bá dẹ̀ rí mùsùlùmí bẹ́ẹ̀ tán bá ní nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ bá wa sọ, they are more than welcome. So Brother Matthew Ọláwálé ẹ káàbọ̀ sir.
Ẹ kálẹ́ o.
Ṣé ẹ káàbọ̀ sir o, Mr. Uncle Ọdún Ayọ̀mí. Ẹ káàbọ̀, ṣé mùsùlùmí ni àbí kìrìsìtẹ́nì sir? Ẹ káàbọ̀ sáàrin wa. Thank you, Pastor Túndé. Ẹ ṣé gan. So Mr. Uncle Ọdún Ayọ̀mí, kí ni ọ̀rọ̀ tá a ti sọ láti àárọ̀? Èwo lẹ rò pé bóyá that you are not cool with, èyí tẹ́ rò pé bóyá a fi ń parọ́ àbí kan, ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ̀.
mo ti wà ní under comment àti mo tún wo life yìí ti pẹ́ báwọn èèyàn ṣe ń wọlé, so mo dẹ̀ rí àwọn ẹjọ́ nítorí tó lọ́rùn fún àsìkò díẹ̀ tí máa kàn ra lò pẹ̀lú yín. Kò míì pé a fẹ́ ní àsọyépọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ tó wá di pé àmọ́ wá lo ọ̀rọ̀ pípákùnrin fúnra wọn. So ṣebí ká lè understand ọ̀rọ̀ ni. So because mo ti rí bí àwọn èèyàn yín ṣe ń lálàá sí àwọn ilé tí wọ́n wá.
Àwọn tó wà yẹn ẹ̀rí báwọn ṣe ń lálàá sí àwọn tó wà lókè.
Okay, so ní èmi.
Àbòsí ò dáa, àwọn tó wà yẹn ẹ̀rí bí báwọn ṣe ń ṣe.
Tẹ́ bá sọ pé wọ́n lálàá sí yín lẹ́yìn ẹ̀yin náà sì lálàá sí wọn, kò sí problem. So èmi personally.
kí wọ́n fi ọ̀bọ lọ àwa káwọn dẹ̀ dà kí ká máa wò wọ́n ràn àbí kí lẹ míì pé à ń lálà sí àwọn èèyàn yín nígbà tó wá bá mi lé bàbá mi tó wá ń sọ fún mi pé ibi tí mo gbé àga sí yẹn ò dáa.
ẹ jẹ́ ká fi yẹn lẹ̀ náà.
a lè fi sílẹ̀ o ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ statement yẹn láyé láyé yín ẹ má ẹ pàṣọrú nǹkan tẹ́ sọ yẹn mọ́.
ọ̀dà láìtàn ẹni sùúrù ẹ yẹ ká gbọ́n nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ náà ẹni sùúrù.
Bismillah, lágbára Ọlọ́run
apá
tí
ẹ
màá fi
continue.
kúrò níbí. Lágbára Ọlọ́run tí màá fi kúrò níbí. Tó bá ṣe òkè ẹ lo ọ̀rọ̀ yín tó, Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ kí n lè lo ọ̀rọ̀ àbùkù kan fún yín. Now,
kò sí
ẹ lo
Mr. ọ̀nkú ọdún ayọ̀mí ẹjọ́ hold on ẹjọ́ so à ń gbá àwọn afa sókè láti àárọ̀ wọ́n ń gbà pẹ̀lú wa wípé gbogbo òpó márààrún ẹ̀sìn ìsìláàmù láti odi láìláìlàlà títí dórí ahaj pé àwọn ẹlẹ́bọ tí ń ṣe kí ìsìláàmù tó dé Muhammadu kan wá ó kàn wá pa á láró ó sì rìpọ́bíṣì ẹ̀ fún ẹ̀yin mùsùlùmí ni ṣé ẹ̀yin náà gba ọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n sọ yẹn gbọ́.
kó tó di pé tẹ bá sọ̀rọ̀ kó tó di pé sọ pé bí àwọn gbàgbọ́ àbí gbàgbọ́ ó dìgbà tẹ bá tó proof ọ̀rẹ́ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀rí eléyìí tí ó fẹsẹ̀ rìn lẹ̀ bóyá láti inú Al-Qur'an àbí inú hadith.
tí a bá fi hàn nínú àwọn tẹ̀síìrì yín pé àwọn ẹlẹ́bọ yìí wọ́n ti ń kírun wákàtí 5 wọ́n dẹ̀ ti hold on tá bá fi hàn yín pé wọ́n ti ń ṣe hajj kí Islam tó dé àwọn ẹlẹ́bọ tá bá dẹ̀ fi hàn yín wípé wọ́n ti ń gbààwẹ̀ Ramadan kí Islam tó dé àwọn ẹlẹ́bọ tá dẹ̀ fi hàn yín pé wọ́n ti ń kírun wákàtí 5 kí Islam tó dé nínú sọ́ọ̀sì yẹn ṣé ẹ gbàgbọ́.
Proof ẹ tẹ bá proof ẹ já rí.
mo sọ fún ẹ mọ̀ pé n tí mo kọ́kọ́ bí ní pé tẹ́lẹ̀ ṣe gba àwọn ènìyàn gbọ́ ẹ wálẹ̀ lè gbàgbọ́ àfi tẹ bá rí nínú ìwé yín mo wá ní tí bá fi hàn yín nínú ìwé yín ṣe gbàgbọ́.
lákòókò àwọn ogun lẹ́ ń pè lẹ́lẹ́bọ tí wọ́n practice àwọn nǹkan ṣáájú kánẹ́bí sọ̀rọ̀ tó dé.
àwòwò àwọn ẹlẹ́bọ ìdílé kùrẹ́ṣì kí Islam tó dé náà ti ń perform tawaf of the Kaaba naked náà.